Hello, welcome, 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 welcome. Greetings. How are you? How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great start to the week. I hope everything is going good. How's everybody doing? The weather has kind of changed. I don't know. How is it for you over there? Because it's weird. The weather is weird for me over here. So I don't know. The sun came out today and yesterday. The sun has been coming out. I'm like, hey, now wow. Hey, highly favored. Welcome, greetings, good evening to you. I hope you had a great start to the week. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday or you had a wonderful Tuesday. Yeah. Mary, long time. How now? Oh my God. Now morning for your side. Wow. Welcome. Good to have you. Thank you for coming. Happy New Year. I don't know whether I don't wish you Happy New Year, Mary. I don't even know. Highly favored. Have we said Happy New Year this year? I don't even know. Because it's been bumper to bumper. Una, welcome. Oh, glad to have everybody back. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. How na day? It's cold, huh? Highly favored. For your side, it's cold. It's cold in the morning here and then at night time. But during the day, what I've noticed is that the sun comes out and it comes out like full, as in you go to feel the sun for your body. Hey, Ojemwa, my darling, welcome. Oh, greetings. Good to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So it's been nice for the past 2 days now. When the sun comes out during the day, it's beautiful and it heats person's skin. That as in, I don't need to wrap up like I've been wrapping up, so I can actually go out with just my workout outfit and I'm good. So the weather looks good. The weather has been fantastic the past 2 days. You know, 2 degrees here. Oh my God. Are you kidding? 1:23 a.m. Ojemwa. You're up at this time. Hey. Now wow, well sometimes me too I'm bad. I can be up as late as that, depending on what I have to do though. Ojemwa, wow. Bele, how you dey manage with all this cold and everything? How your side, Sha? How's everybody doing? Oh? I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves mentally and all of that because I know a lot is coming at us back to back. But guys, we gotta take the time to take care of ourselves so that we can at least function. My people, it's a good day. We thank God we're alive. We have the voice to shout and cry for what is wrong, right? So we have to be grateful for that. Yeah, you're under the duvet. Under the duvet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My kind cold. Can you guys hear me? Looks like there was a glitch somehow. Huh. Romary, Romary, my love. Welcome. Good to have you, Romary. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? I hope you had a great start to the week. Hope you're doing good. Keeping warm. Huh? How now? I am so sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Eh? This is wild. I had to change device. I don't know whether it's the wind or I don't know what's affecting. My Wi-Fi has been really acting crazy. I actually called to find out what it was, and for some reason they're not able to. They said nothing, so I don't know. But anyway, Romari, you said today was crazy. Almost forgot you had to teach. Oh my God, are you serious? You almost forgot you had to teach a class. Whoa, that would have been your students would have been shouting. Yeah, thank God for calendar alarms. Wow, that's wonderful. Oh. Eh? Now, wow. Okay, yeah, na network. Be like say na network. I don't understand, Sha. Be like say na network na dey happen, you know. But we move undeterred. Nothing dey happen, no shakement. Hmm? You can see, be like say the thing don correct. I be wan play video, but I can't. I'm scared. I'm scared now. May not be say I wan play video, then the thing go come start to dey act movie for me, you know. So I don't know. Make I see whether I go fit. Ma see again. Ma try am because I wan play one quick video for us. Make we listen to our. Bear with me, guys. I gotta change this device again. Okay, now they hear me now. I don't know. Maybe there's a concern. Who knows? Well, it gets cold and kind of windy at night, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know. But anyway, let me share my screen again. Let's watch our president. On a journey on a trip of empathy from Jos to Abuja to Ibadan. Let's watch it together, my people. Muy happy.
While Nigerians are suffering and going through the hardest time in history, Tinubu is in faraway France on holiday. The exchange rate hit 1,500 naira to a dollar today. There's no hope in sight. The government seems to be confused. No one knows what to do to stop the runaway inflation. But one man continues to rekindle hope. He continues moving around, pacifying Nigerians, trying to show his empathy. He first of all started his journey in Ibadan, where there was an explosion. That's according to the governor of Oyo State, Sheyi Makinde. From there, he moved to Abuja, where he met the family that was kidnapped recently. After that, he moved to Jos, where the crowd showed that Peter Obi is still among the most loved politicians in Nigeria of today. It's not about taking the job. Are you up to the task? Will you be there when Nigerians need you the most? Will you be able to solve Nigeria's most pressing needs? Are you able to find solutions to perennial problems going on in Nigeria? Even Sheun of Channels TV had some harsh words for Tinubu.
Loss of confidence in the government is palpable. This is not a time for complacency. It is a time for bold, unwavering leadership, Mr. President. I think it is about time to get the nation's eggheads in one room and find a lasting cure to our ailing economy. As you stand on foreign soil, Mr. President, remember the weight of your responsibility to the Nigerian people. Our citizens, including those who voted for you, are losing faith in the government. The implications of the loss of confidence are far-reaching. And as a leader, you cannot afford to look away. Investors are fleeing the nation like never before. Economic potential of Nigeria is being squandered, and the consequences will be felt for generations. We urge you, Mr. President, to take immediate measures to create an environment that attracts and retains investment. The clock is ticking, and our economic future is at stake. Mr. President, the time to act is now. Swift and decisive measures are needed to curb the escalating insecurity, alleviate the economic burden on citizens, and restore the confidence in the government. This is not only a call to fulfill campaign promises, but a plea for the preservation of our great nation. Mr. President, our regional leadership is hanging in the balance. Some members of ECOWAS are signaling exit, and Nigeria's influence is under threat. It is time to reassert your leadership, strengthen diplomatic ties, and secure our place in the Committee of Nations. As journalists, we will not shy away from probing, inspiring, and holding leaders accountable. President Tinubu, live up to the expectations of your calling and the mandate upon which your office stands. The Nigerian people deserve more. They deserve a leader who acts with urgency, integrity, and unwavering commitment to the well-being of our great nation. The challenges may be daunting, but if you are resolute and carry the people along, we can all together overcome. The giant of Africa must now rise and take his rightful place in the Committee of Nations and harness his potentials for the Nigerian people to smile again. God bless this Federal Republic of Nigeria. And this is my final word tonight.
I beg you, Selodo Twa, where you dey since? When you dey huff and puff now? When we dey shout for how long? We dey make noise, you dey romance them. When they go come your studio to ask the question, you know they fit. You don dey clear for na eye now, abi? Bere. I beg you, make we listen to some more wailers that are busy wailing. Nonsense and concubinity. Rubbish.
Excellency, ibi ni bàbá ìjókòó sí tó sọ pé ẹ máa tẹ APC, ẹ máa tẹ APC, ẹ máa tẹ APC. It's one in the town. Excellency, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. Tá mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run túṣìírí wọn. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn tó ti kú, wọ́n ti tún kú báyìí. Ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn ọba Ìkọ̀lé local government tó jókòó. Ìgbà tó bá ti pa àwọn ọba, kí ni ti àwa ìpẹ́ ẹ̀? Excellency, àwọn bòróró wọn ò tiẹ̀ já gbádùn bí. Ìpakúpa náà pa àwọn èèyàn wá. Bọ́dẹ̀ mọ́ ká ṣe é ṣe fún yín lórúkọ Jésù o. Ẹ wá bá ìyá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olú. Ẹ má fi wá lẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ò ní fi yín lẹ̀. Ibi tí bàbá ìbáṣẹ́dé. Excellency.
Una know this story. So here's the story behind this video. One of the traditional rulers, when they kpai for Ekiti, okay, when they go find a body for bush. Now one of the monarch did this. So the wetin the woman they talk, they say, now here, now in this traditional ruler sit down, because they tell them say make they vote for Agbado for APC, make they tear, meaning make they vote, make they thumbprint, make they thumbprint their hand for APC. Say see am now, àṣírí tutu, see am, exposure. So on top of that one, they kpai their people up and down. They kpai their people. Oh, Koko Bioko, no go, no. What did they tell una? He said, Your Excellency, during the election, the king sat outside and he was instructing everyone for APC. Fulani headsmen have not given us rest of mind. They have been buying villagers too. Now they are buying kings. I never know it they happen. Hey, my Edo people. Hey, Edo. Una know say, by the time they finish with Ekiti, go Osun, go which other Kogi. By the time they finish with all those people, because in fact, those ones they be easy prey for them because they don't already fair infest, they don't fair enter them. Okay, Edo is right there behind, is right beneath there. I hope say una hold una side. Not be just to make noise. Oh, this one action. That's what is needed. We know say the fit don't enter the forest already. So hey. Wait, let me play another video. There is a lot. This one. I can show now this one. No, be say I just say some of them I go don't see them already, but it's make a play them again.
No, I don't know. Not good. káwọn ọmọ tẹ̀wá gbọ́n àwọn pẹ́ẹ́sì wọn kọ́ bá wọn.
ọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ ọmọ kéèyàn ò ní ṣe
ẹni láti sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa wọ̀nyí tó.
wọ́n láyé nàìjíríà.
There is no security in our country.
Okay, so this one are the children when they go park for that same Ekiti. Children when they go school, now they carry bundle all of them. That bus, they remove all of them. Okay, they kidnap all the children. You see, elections have consequences. Elections have consequences. You see, say tribalism, now they buy people pass. Tribalism, religion. It's not my tribe. It's not my religion. You see where don't carry us reach for Nigeria. This is the seeds. This is not the harvest when we dey collect. Kene, welcome, welcome. King telling his people to vote Muslim has been. Now we dey talk for hand. Nah. They don't carry children. Guess what? Another bomb explode. I think I talked yesterday for Ibadan. Now so that they buy people for southwest and they sweep the thing under carpet. They not make them know, but now they not fit hold them again. Matter of fact, I saw a video where people came out, whether it's Osun State or which state, they came out, they are protesting. It's not my tribe, it's not my religion. See, it has become the downfall of many in that country. When you have a common enemy, when people go gather together as per se we be Nigerians, let's resist these people. No, people are divided along tribal. They don't successfully divide people along tribal lines and religion lines. All these people, when they say we need his head, not his body, you they hear them again? They're not there. You know they hear them. Matter of fact, when I shared a post on my community page of the memo that the Fulani people sent out. Let me even read it. The memo that the Fulani people sent out, I shared it on my community page. Somebody now posted a comment under there. I just shake my head. I didn't even bother to respond because it's not even worth it, to be honest. It's a waste of my energy. I have bigger fish to fry. Somebody shared later on my comment. He said, go and call Peter Obi to help you. Abemona help me answer. Now Peter Obi be president. Any small thing, if you see them for Twitter, every time they will say Peter Obi has gone here, has gone there, has not gone there. Now say see me see trouble. Now the man be president. That's his way. That's who he is as a human being. He just dey fulfill his own part as human being. Oh really? That's attack Uzodinma. Whoa, Omo. It's getting close. Kai. Oh, I wish he enter. I wish say he enter. Kai. I'm telling you, and not only that, he's with your national security advisor. They are there. They are watching football and dancing at Zonto or whichever latest dance is there. Meanwhile, my president is going from place to place, showing what it means to be a true leader, showing empathy. Now they go visit people when they buy, when they kidnap. Meanwhile, the president, when they vote for our local, they are nowhere to be found. Nowhere. Meanwhile, the Fulani memo, they don't put out memo. Now I read 5 and 6, which is what concerns you guys. Well, consensus as Nigerians. He say we call on all our Fulani brothers, take the war into the enemy territory. Abemona help me answer. Who be the enemy? In Plateau, in Enugu. Okay, they even talk with the enemy. They say in Plateau, in Enugu, in Lagos, in Ibadan, in Port Harcourt, in Makurdi, until the infidel governments are brought down. Our current efforts in Plateau will not cease until the infidels are suppressed and the jihad gladly, I guess grammar, they not go school, so glad installed in every part of Nigeria to the glory of their father. Uthman Dan Fodio. Now the year to the glory of their father, Uthman Dan Fodio. Expect more bush bombings in every public places. So that means they have been responsible for all the explosion when they claim. Now then they responsible in every public places across the south, the middle belt, and Abuja from the month of February. So Kese is coming in February. 6, we call on non-Fulani people to vacate Plateau, Kaduna, and Benue states if they are not ready to live under the inevitable jihad, which will eventually be all over Nigeria. Signed, Umar Amir Shehu. He even signed the name. He called the 3 names. Una wan tell me say una security outfit not know who these people be. Meanwhile, they go catch them, they go blur their faces. They know they show their faces. Nigerians, don't sleep, wake up, collect your money, collect your money. Nigerians, don't sleep, wake up, collect your money, collect your money. Hey, Salobwala Owowo. Make I share my link in case anybody wan come here come talk or wan vent. Because as I dey here so, I no go me don vent my own in the morning. I do my ration of venting in the morning. Tweeted what I needed to tweet because it's no longer ten anymore. Action. These people are calling literally with their full chests. Okay? With their full chests. They are doing it all. Hey! Yeah. Children, when they go school, they go. Fear not catch them. Make they wait, make all the Yoruba Ronu people, make they hold space, they shout, they challenge. A whole bus full of children, they all carry comot like that. Nobody, no pim, nobody make pim, no noise. Consequences of an election. You are divided along tribal lines, divided along religion. I said it earlier on a space I was on. The cup of suffering is not full. In a way, I'm kind of happy that Peter Obi did not enter because they would have made life miserable for him. They would have made it difficult for him, because the man has a good conscience. So you see how he's going around. You don't even know who is enemy, who is friend. They greet everybody. They hold grudges, nothing. It's the same mindset if I enter that presidency, therefore show him. They would have made him look like a monster. Michelle, welcome. Greetings to you.
Hi, Omoye. How you doing? Good evening.
Good evening, Michelle. Nice to have you on the panel. This is the first time you're calling into the show, huh?
Yeah, first time caller, Omoye.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have such a lovely voice, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. So we're going to go straight to the point, Omoye.
Yes.
I mean, Omoye, $10 is 15,000 naira.
500 now, 1 million. If you get $500 now, you're
nobody's saying anything. Nobody's reacting. I was speaking to my best friend earlier today. I said, $10 now, 15K. $10. What do they use and buy for this part of the world, Omoye? Like it's nothing, really.
Nothing.
And everybody's just quiet and just acting like it's okay. And you rightly said, elections have consequences. Now they say make it in first release false results when the election starts.
And now you know what their results. They carry and go Abuja. They hold them because they were working on it to tweak it so that they will claim. Yes.
It was the same Ekiti State that was the first one to release their result during the elections. I mean, and I agree with you, Omoye, it's really bad in the West. But because it's an Emilo Koma, my tribe, Yoruba people don't want to really speak the truth and say, man, our lands have been invaded. It's just that, say we Edo Delta, I'm a Delta girl, so we be crazy people. So those people know where their madness go reach. Because they
Exactly.
don't say we self, we know they, you know, and all these northern wealthy people, their investments in our place today. So even if the madness they happen for every other part of the country, they know say their oil blocks, they need to protect it.
Exactly. Because they
They're
don't say that one they go now, that one they'll fair aim if they try
not,
am.
exactly. So they're not going to let anything come that side. If they want to destroy the whole rest of the country, maybe they destroy and they go. I mean, this is what we are talking about. Elections have consequences. It wasn't with Peter Obi. Obi was not he's not a saint. But because we just needed someone that was neutral, we just needed somebody that was in a way neutral. You think say Tinubu don't know the and Chetima don't know the people where they cause these things? They know.
They know them
They
by
know.
first name sef. That first name basis na dey dey. As me
The
take call
problem
you
is
Michelle now, so they'll take the call them. You
exactly. You know
smart.
what happened there, Umoye? What has happened is that these people created a monster for Goodluck Jonathan. Now, the monster they've created, they can no longer handle it. It's now beyond them. You know, when Jonathan was there, all the North, their arsenal, everything they did, raising all this terrorism was just to frustrate the man and take him out. Now you've created this monster that you've set with giving these people. Only God knows the kind of ammunition these people have. Only God knows the depth of their ammunition, their armory. That
Superior,
you cannot do anything no more.
superior. You know, may I even just quickly chip this one in, then you can talk. Obi is a saint. Oh, it's true. Okay, hey, now I can boldly say it. Obi na saint. I bet compared to all these monsters, Obi. So what I was saying, what I want to say is this:
Yeah.
you know, say they were now more of them come from Niger side and
Niger and Mali and all those
okay, you see
places.
that
Yeah.
video, right? They
Yeah.
buy all of them. If you see the people, if you see them, they're plenty for ground where they just buy like mosquitoes. When
Jesus.
they head to Nigeria, because they ready for jihad. Nigerians they sit down on top of keg of gunpowder. Hey God, I beg. Go ahead, my sister.
Hmm.
Mm.
No, because you know, for you to solve a problem where you need to go to the root, you need to go to the beginning. Okay, how this thing come to be? Then we go fit now say, okay, oh, now here the thing start. Oh, okay, if now this place is start from, okay, make we see how. Like I said, it's now out of their control. So even the rich, the problem now is even the rich they fear. Because they don't create this, like I said, they've created a monster. They don't know how to even solve the problem right now.
Not be
Nigeria is in
saying
a confused state. Shetima, Tinubu, they don't know how to solve the problem. Because trust me, if the agenda is to take away Tinubu, well, then Shetima is winning. Because if the North's agenda, because again, you need to look at it from that angle, they might frustrate Tinubu, and because the agenda might be to put Shetima in that seat. You should understand the North is very smart. Not be the one way Buhari and Osibanjo do. If they say they won't sit down for that chair, trust me, they go frustrate Tinubu. All this one way Tinubu is saying smart. By the time they make the country ungovernable, now the same Senate go vote Tinubu out. They go push Shetima there. Shetima go say, after all, I'm the vice and all. Now my oga they listen to. But if I'm in charge, you never know the real agenda behind this whole thing. Because me, I know, say, one, the man not well. So technically, he's not even good. He's not off the bat, enough he do the job. The North knows this. That was why they supported everything. They would say, no problem. They're not dumb. They're not dumb people. They're not. So if at the end of the day, the scheme is to remove Tinubu and bring Shetima in and fully implement their Sharia, which is what they want, then, like you said, we are sitting on a keg of gunpowder. That's what we're doing. And everything is pointing towards that trajectory with all the bombings and the killings and the kidnappings. Just look between the lines. This is to amplify Tinubu's incompetence. And by default, they go say, okay, for peace to reign, make Shetima there. Make we figure out how we go solve her. And like you said, the full implementation of Sharia law will come into play. But everybody, because of tribe, Emilio come, they not think and say, down the road though, this decision we won't take, so you know go affect everybody. I don't know, Sha.
My sister, see, you talk eloquently stated though. I'm telling you.
No, but really, because look
You
at him now.
see,
Maybe you not feel saying a sabotage to this Tinubu guy. This guy never stay with 7 months. Now you know this thing.
up,
Even
up,
Buhari didn't have it this tough in his first year. The first year of Buhari now sickness catch up. We just know saying they stay London, but it wasn't even this bad. I mean, maybe I did read maybe I might be wrong, but what do you think of it?
No, you know it, Michelle. Nothing is off the table right now. When you they think can if it possible. You know, say one person not they know and finish. We know they feel know and finish, right?
Yes,
No,
now we
it's
know the
true.
but I mean, it's just looking like they want to sabotage the guy. I'm not an Emilio Con. I've never liked Tinubu. I didn't like him when he was a governor in Lagos. I didn't. So I just didn't believe that he was going to do anything. But this smells like sabotage to
But guess
me.
what though? I don't even care if it smells like sabotage or not. Naim talk say Emi lo kan,
Yeah.
awa
It was
lo kan,
greed. It was greed.
right?
It was
Naim
greed.
force himself. You no understand? They not force am. Nobody force am say, "Oya, come and be." Naim force himself. When they turn and say, "What are you going to do?" He say, "We hit the floor running." You don't forget that one. That's what he talk. He say, "We will hit
Yeah.
the floor running." He talk am like 3 times. And
Mhm.
we hit the floor running. We hit the floor running. We hit the floor running. Not be say it talk. He say better
I
to
mean,
work with your
when
team.
people vote man, we not get APC didn't even have a blueprint of what they
Mm,
were going to do. Nothing they get. The only
mm.
thing, like you said, was what Tinubu said, we hit the floor running.
Yes, now.
Nothing. They didn't give us a man. What did that they do for election for school those days? Manifesto. You know, say if you want contest election for SUG, they go come read man. APC had no manifesto. Nothing. They go nothing. He went to the thing in London, was busy delegating all the, and yet some people went to the ballot box because he's a Yoruba man. I am a Yoruba person, and they
Now so
trumpeted
now.
that man.
Even with that one, I'm not sure say he reach 500,000 people when vote for that man. Oh. Because now Peter Obi win with a landslide. That one is clear. And they stole the election from him, right? So
Mm-hmm.
even though the fact say me not believe say na if na sabotage, he agreed to it. That's what it
Yeah.
means. Because that means that when you go meet with a Fulani, because you don't talk and you say Fulani and Yoruba are one. You use the man talker, not be me talker. He did my community page. I tell him, right?
Okay. Yeah.
They don't go, maybe they don't talk, they say okay, we go help you. Do you understand? But if you help you, anything when you hear say we they do, just do deaf ear, because that na the part of the contract when you sign.
Hmm.
So you are agreeing that true na Fulani na go come take over.
Yes, now.
I'm
I
not
mean,
kidding you. So that's what, so that means if your analogy, your let's say your the propaganda na wetin really be, that means say na the contract when he signed be that.
hmm.
Na im make am dey travel up and down so that e no go dey there when the things dey happen. You understand? So
I
when you
agree
come
with
and they'll
you.
say, "Oh, I was not available. I will have my people to look into it." Now e don dey reach, e don dey near home because
Yes, I
now
know they
e
near home now
e
because
don enter,
yes, now it don't be say it don't enter
e don
home.
enter.
Ekiti, maybe
Mm,
Ekiti now. Ekiti is already we don't it don't reach it don't near now. It don't reach.
mm, exactly. And on top of that one, thank you very much, Kenny. I just see he has all his people in key positions. Person when you know say e be like now, you know, so okay oh, I'm suspicious this person when they impose on me say make I make my VP. You understand what I'm saying? Then
Exactly, yeah.
shebi you be more careful and say okay, I have to do the work regardless. Maybe people see how they do the work, no
Mm-hmm.
effort whatsoever. Instead he handpick people when they sabi thief, when they be champion, they get award for stealing and siphoning. Those are the people he goes after to make part of his minister and part of the cabinet. Look at
Yeah.
his cabinet, they're full of thieves. That's to tell you that okay, this
Oh
one
my
is saying oh make
oh
go
my
ahead.
let's even say okay, fine, inputs thieves, right? My problem is the cluelessness of the thieves. So you put thieves, right? Even with the thievery where they go on, the entire sort of you know team is clueless about what to do. And they're supposed to be Tinubu is
How
supposed to be the
thief
one
want
that
to
turned around Lagos,
do
whatever. So even with the thievery, now this kind of thing, they go say if God won't truly punish person, if something not really be for you, go they make mistake.
Exactly.
You
Background.
see, you see, say now every move APC they make na mistake, na mistake,
Exactly.
na mistake. Anything, watch it now. Any turn na mistake, any decision na mistake. The naira don't fall. It's just because you don't know. It's not be you supposed they there. Even if you're not a believer of God, some people not be Christians, some people not. The universe is against you. So
So
every move you make na mistake. You go they fail because not be
thank
you
you.
better.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't
You
know, but
understand? Now wetin they have, you just see am now, you don't come to the answer to the question. No, not
yeah.
true. Michelle, by the way, are you subscribed to my channel?
I
That is
am.
begging
I
you.
follow you now, Moya. How did I know? I got your notification now, sir.
No, I want to make sure because I just dey enjoy your conversation.
No, no, I was even about to go off.
You know it, yeah. You know when you talk just now, not too long ago, when you talk, say, why be say e hire thief, they not even sabi. How thief want to know what to do? Not only thief, you go fit thief now. There's no other thing. You know, say once you join, if you dey APC, right? Once you are
Yeah.
in APC, you be like say you dey donate your brain. You have to. It's a
Yes,
criteria.
it's
You
the
have to
level of
remove your brain.
cluelessness of them. Like, they are so clueless as a bunch of people. Somebody was even writing today on Instagram, say, make them go even thief Labour Party manifesto.
They don't even need to thief am. People will be dey tell them for
Maybe they
free.
copy paste Labour Party manifesto, they use them now. As you know, a lot of people were commenting about the dollar. Say, make they just copy paste them. Say, Obi don't tell them what you go do. Okay, APC copy paste what you Obi say go do. Because maybe now something they fall. You know, it was so funny, you know. But if we can laugh about these things, but it's not funny.
Mm-mm,
And it's not just the fact, say the money not even get value.
mm-mm.
You get what I'm saying? Even if say they fall, the 15,000 for Nigeria not get value like before.
Hmm.
You understand? Like it's I don't know, man. I don't know how they're going to do this. So I'm telling you, they're going to impeach Tinubu. What this thing I tell
How
you,
they
watch
want
am.
to impeach am? I want
Watch
to know.
am. I'm telling you. You see these northerners, I don't trust them. I don't. Not be Buhari and Osinbajo be this one. No. Those people they get agenda, very strong agenda. You know, they don't they cry since say Tinubu not give them this Sharia where they want. Tinubu deceive them. You know they've been shouting it since he started. Hey, they lied to us. They promised us Sharia, and it's coming not just from the mouth of it's coming from their elders, not just the ordinary people. One of these their clerics and all those very top people in the north was saying it. So at the end of the day, if they don't remove him, and like you said, the full effect, the full wrath of that Sharia law, I just hope Nigerians will wake up. Really, if this will not wake Nigerians up, there's no hope.
Oh, my
There is
sister.
no hope.
See, let me tell you something. Yeah? I know. First of all, me, I don't know how that impeachment want to happen. To be
Why
honest
you
with you,
feel somewhere here? Why you feel so?
who want to do the impeachment? Is it with the cabinet that you have right now? Which people?
When they're ready, I know
Let me ask.
when they're
I
ready
don't
to
know. You understand? Go
if they're
ahead.
ready to fall that guy, they go fall am. They go fall am neat. What does it take to fall him? Now, Akpabio they not fit bribe. Who remain for the house? But they not fit bribe. Check him now. Check him. If this situation continues like this for the next 2 years, oh my, they go come out Tinubu. This thing what I tell you, Maka, they go come out am. If they not come out am with impeachment, they fit buy am. God forgive me.
But guess what? If they impeach her, who will come replace her? Now that's a Boko Haram
That is what I'm trying to say to you. That is the ultimate plan. Oh yeah, that is it. It goes back to the original plan of Sharia where they want to implement, which is what is causing the entire insecurity. Maybe you just read something just now. They say make them move out, this, that. Their clerics for the north, they say they want to implement Sharia. That's the ultimate goal. And how are they going to get it? Insecurity, the naira falling, economy failing, Tinubu being sick. This is not Osinbajo and Buhari. This is a different era. And I'm telling you, if they continue like this, they go come out that guy. If either by hook or crook, they go come out. Unless God say make he go there. But say man-made, oh my, they go come out. Now, Akpabio, they not if he give money. No be Akpabio, no be all of them, they buy brand new motor, this, that. They go come out. The North is not Osibajo. Very good day, calm. Shetima, you know they say Shetima eye.
I'm telling you, that man wicked.
That
You like saying wickedness.
They're very ambitious.
Wicked ambition, though. Not be just ambition.
And
ordinary.
exactly, very cruel ambition. Cruel. Not just exactly, cruel ambition. Not the ambition of good things. Yeah. Yes, I want to be there to make change. No. Nah, I want to be there to cause problems. I'm telling you, all that one Tinubu just did. Tinubu they talk political statements so that they don't go come meet answer so one night. So yeah, get up.
This money they move CBN go Lagos. I think he don't move on. They say if you see the number of people when
that means he's not. See, that means the guy he's not even safe inside Aso Rock. What does that move tell you?
Yes,
that's what I'm telling you now, everything is so glaring. And they tell you, say, this guy, if Ken they go fall him. That is why he don't know if he wife, if all the family don't know, say, if this place, he be your safe, come, you go see, he go soon begin work from body Lord.
Sid say we are overhyping the North too. Say you overhype North. Say
I'm not overhyping them. I'm overhyping. Shetima is too ambitious. He's a very ambitious man. It is the vibe that I'm worried about. I'm not overhyping him. I'm just
let me give a different perspective. All right.
Okay. All right.
Number one, within the North is not homogeneous as we think. All right. So and especially now it's massively fragmented.
Yeah.
So Tinubu's vice is not Fulani. He's
from Kanuri, yes. He's from the what's it called? Not minority.
Which is Kanuri. And the Fulanis are not have never been happy with that choice. All right?
Yeah.
Because that choice takes them away from the seat of power.
Okay.
Because the Fulanis always have this thing about that they want to have power at all costs.
Yeah.
So if they don't have president, they have vice. They are always competing for intense power. So this is one of the times that, apart from the time of King Ibe was Kanuri.
Kanuri, yeah.
Yeah. So now we have a Kanuri man there, all right, who has great affiliations with the Boko Haram people. That one is obvious. So, but Tinubu also knows that, look, I'm going to do what I need to do. Why? Because the Nigerian president is very powerful. Nigerian president is very powerful. So Tinubu is moving things, shifting things as he feels.
Because Steve, Aso Rock is not secure for him. You can tell by the moves he's making, he may not be staying in Aso Rock so much. That is why he's moving everything to Lagos. If he was so confident of himself, he will not do that. A man that
is a criminal, understands how the criminal organizations work. All right, he understands that I can't find safety in that space. All right, so I need to create other spaces. All right, Tinubu is a man that operates in the shadows. He understands this.
But Steve, you can also understand that Shetima is also very ambitious. The way he sounds, the way he talks.
There's no politician that is not ambitious, that doesn't want to have a go at anything. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, I don't think Shetima will be playing to the narrative of the Fulanis.
You feel so?
Narrative. However, I understand that there's this Sharia thing and Fulani agenda, which is very real. And the only thing that agenda has not penetrated down south is because there has been a blockade in the Middle Belt. And that blockade is what he's trying to remove. The blockade from Plateau, Benue, and Kogi, that whole axis, and have been resistant to the Fulani invasion. That is the truth. And so if that middle belt is removed, and removed in the sense of if they are now overwhelmed
Yeah.
by the influx
Mm-hmm.
of jihadists, then because the agenda is that if we penetrate through the middle belt, then we can take the south.
And that, but it's even in the West right now, Steve. So
yeah.
it's
So-
already what you're saying is it's already there. But then again, I disagree with you on being Kanuri and Fulani. The North also speaks as one.
They don't speak as one
If they
all the
promise him, let me explain. If they promise Shettima presidency, if Fulani come today and say, okay, we go give you that chair, it doesn't matter where he's from. As long as they've said that we're going to give it to you, they will do everything to sabotage whatever. And you need to understand that the North knows Tinubu's health condition. They know he's very frail. What is keeping that man is probably the grace of God. I'm sure Tinubu is not, the difference between Tinubu and Buhari is that Buhari was fortunate to have gotten all those organ transplants done, and he was a strong. Tinubu has had a quote unquote lifestyle that was not very. So I'm sure even if he has to go through the same procedure to keep him for another 10 years, he may not survive.
Yeah,
because
but what I'm saying,
I'm afraid that if they might eliminate him to get their agenda, already, like you said, they are penetrating the middle belt. They are going to the West.
I don't care about what
so.
happens to Tinubu because he stole the mandate. I don't care about what happens to him. He decided that he will snatch it, he will grab it, he will take it. He decided to do that. So he should sleep on the bed that he has made for himself. We are going to just watch it because you see, Nigerians have not seen the stress that is coming. Oh,
they've not told Steve. They are still jumping on Instagram. Right?
This year, if what continues in the middle belt continues, there will be a food crisis. You get me? And I've even told people that I know, I said, if you have small garden or small farm, start planting something because there will be a food crisis. That is for sure. So it's not sabotage. I don't see it as sabotage. I see it as somebody that stole something.
Being punished.
Have rest. No, it's true. Let's not. We try to paint this thing. He stole people's mandates. He hijacked the court system. He hijacked the security system.
That's exactly what I said to Omoye earlier. And that's why every move he makes,
he will vomit it. See, I have no apologies. I have no, I'm not even pitying him. This thing he thought he would eat and grab, is going to purge because we have. Is Peter Obi not going around?
Yeah.
Is Peter Obi not going around like a free man? Why are we not see? You see, you cannot. What is not your own is not your own. If you like, try to do it, and like you said, everything around it will start working against you because you know what? You have stolen the people's mandate.
Yes, now it's working against them. You can see that none of their policies are working. Nothing is working. They are just loose. It's not working.
Obi was going to still remove subsidy, but you know what? When you do it, when the people love you, the people can endure it. To help you. All right.
That's true. That's very true.
The subsidy that he removed, Obi was still going to do that removal of subsidy, and we knew it was going to be harsh. But we knew that Obi is going to think differently and say, okay, if I remove this, I will put it here. I will put it here. I will take care of this security issue without any agenda. And Nigeria will be peaceful. And people say, okay, he's doing something. Let's help him. Let's help him. But this person that decided to steal our mandate, well, everybody is saying, okay, you have stolen it now, but you can't steal our love. You can't steal ourselves. So you and your family and your cohorts will suffer it. Number two, I don't think they can impeach him in the Senate because
why?
He has
Why
those here
now?
on
Why,
everybody.
Steve?
He
Why?
has dossier on all of them. Everybody sitting
That's
in
what
that
I
Senate,
thought too.
he has massive dossier on them. If they do anything, he just put EFCC on you. If you do anything, you will lose your seat. So they cannot do anything. Don't mind those people. Those people don't operate on, especially in the Senate, they don't operate on religious line. They operate
But
on
Steve,
money line.
but Steve, when it comes, not be person the EFCC organ. When it comes to these issues, these people can gang up and they don't care who's all to
I think you are overhyping them. Gang up, gang
I'm not
up.
overhyping them. I'm just saying that when they're ready for you, if it continues this way, let me explain, Steve. If the country continues this way, people will be in support of him being removed. So it's no longer about the Senate, it's about the people.
Which people?
Imagine you as a senator, you are going on road, somebody they stone your motor. Riots everywhere, burnings. If it continues this way, there will be an uprising, and this will be only a matter of time. Like you said,
tell me just now, say the stone this man car. What did they call
it will be only a matter of time before they will say, "Oga, they go."
So
I'm telling you, I'm talking about hyping. Like you said, now there will be food shortage. There will be all these things.
Nigerians did not react when they took their mandate.
It never hit them now. Now the reality don't they hit them. Not be more like
for me, I was waiting for this moment.
Everybody quiet.
I was waiting for this moment. I was waiting for this one because I knew that when we get to this moment where it will now, the rubber will meet the road. It will be very clear to many Nigerians, whether you are in the north, south, east, west, that it is now very hard. There's no safe zone. There's no money anywhere. Those in the diaspora sending money are finding it even difficult now to even send that money. So the situation is very hard. The companies are living in droves, so there's no job. So you know what? There will be more crisis that we have ever seen. And then maybe that will generate Nigerians to say, you know what? We hit the streets. We are done with this. Even the so-called
now all
that join us. They will join us. So for me, I see it as the pressure. The other day I was listening to Abakoba, and I said the pressure has got to the man too. Abakoba, that is his friend. Abakoba was saying some things like this. I say, bro, the thing don't reach you.
Wow.
No, I mean Abakoba is his neighbor. You know, these are the elites. They themselves. So what I'm just saying is that Abakoba was saying certain things that I knew that this fire is now touching everybody. Because Abakoba was like, how do I pay my driver this kind of amount? And that amount I have to pay him cannot do anything. And I cannot even pay him. You see? So this problem we're talking about is hitting everybody.
And it's going to get worse, Steve. So are you saying that people are not going to revolt? And then you say if it gets to this revolting thing, and they say that he's the problem, they would
when we talk of people revolt, let's piece this thing down. When we talk of people revolt, there are different agendas. The agenda of the North, why is the North making noise? Because he removed something from them, because he's trying to relocate some companies to different parts of the nation. Is that why they are voting? Is that why they are making noise? Is that why they are open their mouth?
NPC for their hand now, so that one alone don't give them.
He should do it. He should do it. I support him to do it.
And CBN, they say all the workers for CBN, most of them they've resigned en masse today because they're not agree follow the CBN. Say, hey, massive resignation at CBN due to staff unwillingness to relocate to Lagos.
Where it doesn't mean anything.
That the staff are from a particular region of the country.
That is another propaganda. We have to be careful with propaganda. But it doesn't mean anything. If it relocates to Lagos, there will be millions of people that want job. You don't understand this country. If it relocates it to Lagos, there are millions of people that want job. You see? And the man that he has there is his man. All right, Cardoso is his man. All those guys, they are the Lagos boys. So they will move it to Lagos. He has already started repairing Dodam Barracks, which was not
exactly. So that means he's gonna be living there. Aso Rock, then.
Of course, he will come to Aso Rock when needs basis.
Yeah.
All right, if I maybe dignitary and all that, he will show up in Aso Rock, but he doesn't want Aso Rock to be his living base. He wants to live within a secure place. You get me? Dodam Barracks is in Ikeja. He wants to be around that space. All right, that's his space. All right, because if he's in Abuja, he doesn't feel that he has his men surrounding him. Unfortunately, like what BB said now, it's true. Nigerians have not been pressured. They don't like to hit the street. We like to manage. We like to manage all the nonsense.
But the way it's going now, Steve, manage no go work between now and December 2024. Dollar go reach. I was telling someone today. I said before Tinubu go come, dollar go be 10,000 naira.
I know, but who will bail the cat? That's the big question. Who will bail the cat? Before I remember when Omoye was having her sessions, she said, oh, people were complaining. Oh, Peter Obi should call us out. Hunger should call us out.
Yeah.
Peter Obi he has done what he needs to do. You see, people were thinking Peter Obi should do this. We needed to come out. We have seen problem come out, but you know what? It's a certain problem. It's a certain problem. And what has he done? He used the courts to calm down things for right. So I know that Tinubu will finally calm things down with all these North politicians. They can't do anything. I'm telling you, Nigeria, don't trust Nigerian politicians to do anything. If they bring those here and give them money.
If they come out all this food from their mouth, Steve, they go do something.
No, wait. When they tell you they come out food, they don't.
If they come out food from their mouth, when they come out,
they don't remove all the food. They don't remove all the food. They are still doing
illegal mining. From their mouth, they're not like that kind of thing.
Wait, they are still doing illegal mining. They are still doing illegal mining there. They are still running their things. There's still subsidy happening. All those things are happening.
Hey, but we tell him go do them now, and they don't see sign say this guy go do them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Anything we go come out food for their mouths. They go. Okay. Well, I want to believe you, Sha.
For me, I don't have any apologies to the North. Yes, because anytime
I want APC to fail. I want them to fail.
Anytime Nigeria is thinking of
APC to fail woefully. Yes, that's my aim.
Anytime Nigeria is thinking of moving forward, the North does not join us. The North doesn't join the South. We saw it in NSAS. They did not join us. They didn't care about Nigerian young people. The Northern guys were just like oblivious to whatever concerns us. All the sufferings, the challenges in the Southeast, the challenges in the Southeast, the kidnappings and all that, they did not make noise. No, people were kidnapped on Kaduna lines. All those things, they did not make noise. No, they even said no. We should give them
because their elites they chop now. But what people won't do now? They say the elite, they won't come out food from their mouth.
Let him do it.
I'm telling you that there will be consequences for that. You say no.
Unfortunately, I support him in that. Let him remove that food from their mouth, so that they too will feel that we in the South are feeling.
Yeah,
and then maybe they will now stand up and say, you know what, we'll join forces now. Let's find solution. But their own mandate is what I don't like. They want to enshrine Sharia and jihadist movement in Nigeria, especially in the Middle Belt, in Plateau and the rest. And so we in the South cannot support that, because if we do not support
if they eventually succeed, we are next.
The brothers in the Middle Belt,
by default, we are next. Yeah, because if they succeed, they will come down.
If they succeed to cross the Middle Belt, then know that our homelands are going to be taken. That is it.
That is true.
And they want Nigeria to be like, the Francophone countries like Niger and all that, where it's dominant like that.
Yeah.
So if we in the South we must begin to back the brothers in the Middle Belt because their land is at stake as we speak. Their land is at stake as we speak.
But the problem is, how do we do that though? We are supposed to have a Nigerian army without no weapons. They don't. I saw a video one time that whenever when they go and the jihadis go to the place and kill people, when the indigenous of the place now try to react, Nigerian army will now come and say, don't do anything.
Okay, let me tell you something.
So I'm like, okay, what is going?
I said when I came on board, I said, "Good morning, Nigerians." I remember when the late Dim Ojukwu, before he died, he came to the Niger Delta during the time of Ken Saro-Wiwa.
Yeah,
came to Ogoni land, and he was supposed to give a symposium in Bori.
Oh my God, are you still there? I don't even know.
I didn't know. I didn't conversation. Everybody go talk what did their mind today.
He mounted the rostrum, and the only thing he said was "Good morning," and then he stepped down and went back, and he created a press conference. He said, "I went down to the Niger Delta. There's a boy crying in the creeks, and praying for his people's self-sustenance and resource control." That's when he started that resource control business.
And
he said, I told them good morning because this is what I saw 20-something years ago. That Nigeria needs, the people groups need to have control of their resources. So I told them good morning because now they woke up. So it is good morning to Nigerians because our military has already been skewed against the Nigerians.
It's gone. Our military is completely.
Nigerian military is not designed for Nigeria. Nigerian military is designed for the North. Unfortunately, it's a very real, stark truth.
It's not designed for the North. The Boko Harams have been absorbed. So we don't have Nigerians. What we have as enemies, working in the system, right, against the citizens of the country.
Okay, when I say it's designed for the North, is that I go to the recruitment processes for the past 40 years.
Now them food there.
All right. For the past 40 years in the Nigerian army recruitment system, it was systematic. It's systematic not to recruit many Southeast people. It's systematic not to recruit many Southerners.
South people, yeah.
Because then because of the war, the military heads of states, which have always been in the North, all our military governors, military presidents have been in the North. They made sure that the bulk of the military will be from the North, so that there is no way through either coup d'etat or through any insurrections that there will be anything like the Biafran War anymore. There won't be access. The military officers will not be in that. The only person that changed it slightly was Obasanjo when he came in 1999. He now split the military heads. He brought people from different, tribes to mix up the system a bit because the system was skewed.
But see, the military is mostly, it's mostly predominantly Middle Belterners. How true is this information?
It's predominantly what?
From the Middle Belt. Middle Belterners.
Then the North always said that it was homogeneous North. So when they talked about homogeneous North, they talked about Northwest, Northeast, and North Central.
So a lot of people from Kaduna, a lot of people from Benue, a lot of people from Jos.
That's the North Central. But as it stands now, the North Central has realized that these people have not been, they have been cheating.
They call themselves Middle Belt to not go call them North Central.
No. I'm saying that over the years now, these so-called homogeneous north and the north central have now realized that no, these people is when they want us for their own good, then they say not. But when they do that, they not abandon us. So we are no longer that north. We are middle belt.
Middle belt.
All right. We are pandef or whatever they call them. We are now
But
middle
are
belt.
there predominantly more officers from that region in Nigeria, in the Nigerian military?
No, I don't think so.
Now.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. So that is, I mean, you have a lot from there, but I don't think, and that is the only, is those people from there that even help us to resist a bit.
A bit, yeah.
You know, people like T.Y. Danjuma, them, those T.Y. Danjuma guys are the people that are trying to resist. Yeah, because T.Y. Danjuma has been talking all these things since now. He has been saying, no, this is an invasion. And the man is a military, he's a top military brat. So he knows what he's saying. He has security, understands security. So
where is he now? Why is he silent?
He's very old now.
he's an old man.
Very old.
You know, he's from I think he's from Taraba.
He's from Taraba.
So the thing has not come to his face. He has tried to solidify his
people.
He's tried to solidify his space.
Apart from that, I did my youth service there. Those people, they know they agree or they like fight well. So that's why I serve. So they're very, very
unfortunate that Nigerian military that is skilled, you get me, they don't care about. That's why when they use them to do some bad work in the south, like go to the last time Obasanjo sent military to this thing and they flushed the whole community down.
Udi.
No, in Udi.
Yeah.
You get me? Or Odi in Bielsa. Then you come down to the Operation Python dance in the southeast. Do you know how many people have been flushed out? Nobody knows about it. You know, extrajudicial killings that go on, and Nigeria still moves on. The North continues, everybody continues, and people are being flushed. Nobody's saying anything because it doesn't concern anybody. And now we have been able to see that it's happening now in the Middle Belt, that they are partnering with some forces from the Sahel, you know, to do problems. And not only that, it's going to be worse because when we have issues with Niger Republic, with Mali, Burkina Faso, that whole place is a melting pot for jihadist movement in the Sahel. And if we don't start making good friends with our neighbors, the Niger boys that are holding down Niger, they will open those corridors and they will allow those influxes to happen. They will protect their own section, but they don't care whether they run into Nigeria because those guys were helping us a bit. The Nigerians and the Chadians, they were helping us to push back a lot of these jihad forces coming in from the Sahel. But our so-called president, Tinubu, is chilling in France and, you know, the ECOWAS that is supposed to control.
But still, you need to understand that, let's say now, person go invite these people come now. Before now, we didn't have all these things. We've never really had
election purposes. Yeah.
For election purposes, that's what I was saying when I started. I said they brought these people to sabotage Jonathan. Now it is out of their control.
Yeah.
That is the problem right now. No, I feel now there may even be factions within all this.
There are many factions.
So how won't catch the people where they do this thing?
You can't catch them because
catch them.
Because the vice president is
he's involved. Now then go bring these people come say destabilize Jonathan regime. And this is what it has come to.
But that's, and it's going to happen because those people too, they want to eat. They are hungry. There's no farm. The farmers are out. They are not even farming themselves. So everybody is looking for cheap money. So that's it. So they are kidnapping people. But the problem now, before when you kidnap people, somehow people will bring money, they will gather money. But now there's no money.
Now.
So everything is in a logjam. All right. The police is non-functional. So you know what? Tinubu cannot stress himself. So he leave us, he goes, say, you guys sort yourself out. If anything happens, I'll come back. So, but my own, I don't have pity for him. I don't have pity for what is
I have pity for the masses. I feel
the
for them,
problem
but
of,
they are not
I don't have
awesome.
pity for the problem of the northern oligarchs. They have their own agenda. So who cares if they move CBN anywhere? Who cares? In a proper country, do you care? In countries that we live, we don't even know where CBN is or where the nobody cares about that. All people want to know is that do I have
go to the ATM and withdraw money?
Yeah, do I have food on my table? And
Yeah.
can I get a job? Can I do this? That's what people care. Whether you move CBN to all the military bases, where are they? Where are the military bases? They are all in the north. Nigerian military bases are in the north. Nigerian the CBN north. NNPC north. Not even in Niger Delta.
Yeah.
That's where you have the hub of the oil and gas. Why don't you put the NNPC HQ there? You put it in Abuja. So the guys of the operational base that is supposed to be in the south, that should be where it is. No, you put it in Abuja. So why are they complaining? Why are they complaining about all that? He can move it anywhere he wants to move it. It's a Nigerian state. They can function from anywhere. You know, people should. I don't buy that sentiment of he has to move. So that's why they are voting, and so they can remove. They cannot remove him. That's the truth. I know that.
Oh God, they go come out.
How do they want to do it? They cannot. That man too is a criminal. You know. One thing, Tinubu is not like Buhari. Tinubu
I don't dispute it, but there is strength in numbers. You know, Steve, say that one, there's strength in numbers too.
Which numbers? They no get
level.
They
promise Akpabio presidency.
Forget.
Everybody's for sale. If you say, okay, guy, we won't come on this guy, we'll go give you presidency.
You don't know about
not be Nigerian politics. Everybody's for sale.
Even
and
those
because people are greedy and ambitious, instead go begin ID check. Man, that's so wrong.
I remember when they wanted to impeach Obasanjo. They wanted to impeach Obasanjo under Chuba Kadibo's government. All right?
Yeah.
The people that didn't support him, they aligned with Obasanjo, the Southwest. They say no, we cannot. Then Obasanjo used EFCC. He used money. He used everything. Everybody will realign now. By time Tinubu says, okay, these guys want to go against me, that's fine. That's okay. All right. EFCC, do your job. As soon as EFCC comes to do their job, they start calling them one by one. Like now, they are now calling this guy, Kogi governor. After all his mess up, now they are calling Kogi governor. EFCC is calling him. You get me? By the EFCC start calling them, he has dossiers on these guys. He has dossiers. The Nigerian president is very powerful. That's why if you have a decent man as Nigerian president, I tell you in 6 months, there will be security. Forget those things. In 6 months, everybody will fall into line. Because all you need to do is all these big boys and their businesses, call them and tell them, oh boy, if I see problem, you will have problem. That's all. And Tinubu is somebody that can do that. Tinubu does not look at your face. He will do it. And so they cannot impeach him. The only place he will be afraid of any problem is if they kill him inside that Aso Rock. And so he's trying to mitigate it. And how will he mitigate it? He move around a bit.
Yeah.
He move around. Some days he's here, some days he's here, some days he's here. And then, play politics with Kanuri and Fulani. When you're a politician, all you need to do is divide and conquer. That's what he will do. So he will pit the Kanuris against the Fulanis and against the Hausas. He will break that hegemony. You break that hegemony. That's all you need to do. Use money, use all the tools available. Look at all the governors. Didn't they comply? All the governors were complying now because their court cases were in his hands. So Tinubu is not like Buhari that will just chill, use toothpick and be relaxing. No. Tinubu is the kind of politician that knows if I want to continue, if I want to do this is what I need to do. I have to have 3 or 4 or 5 moves before time. And he knows that he is going to run for re-election. All right, he intends to run for re-election. So has he removed the INEC man? No. He knows that if I have my INEC man, I win election. Forget all these people. Do you think 2027 election will
But,
be?
if the country is going this way, go reach, go, Tinubu might not make it. Like we said, people will come out. It will not be, as usual.
I don't trust Nigerians to come out.
It wasn't this bad now. It don't they come home. Ekiti. It might be Osun next. If it reach Lagos, Mr. Steve.
It's already there, Lagos. When they collect indigenous forms, when they don't turn to indigenous of Lagos, they're there, Lagos.
The song go change. I'm just saying.
Few days ago, all right, we are complaining Lagos. Do we know that for the past 3 months now, the Igbos in Lagos have been suffering?
Yeah,
Igbo
absolutely.
Did anybody
destroying their businesses?
Did the Nigerians come out to shout? No.
Exactly. Nobody came out.
No. So when you are saying Nigerians will come out, I don't trust Nigerians to come out. I can tell you that.
Because it never hurts now. The matter never. Okay. I'm not even saying. I'm talking more of the security aspect. I'm not even leave the economy for now. I'm talking of security. Say, God forbid, there's a bomb blast in Lagos. You say they're not going to come out to Tinubu. My brother, the conversation will begin happen. I'm not.
They will not.
I know you will say he's a politician, but make bomb blast reach Lagos.
We have had bomb blast.
The next somebody go do
something. We have had bomb blasts in Abuja, the seat of government. They didn't remove Jonathan, even when they hated Jonathan.
It's pressure now. I'm just saying that if it continues this way, there's bomb blasts every week, every month, every kidnapping, this, that. And like we said, no food on top of the whole matter.
The question I asked you,
I don't know.
Who will bail the cat? Who will lead that revolution that you are thinking of? Nigerians love life. You see, Nigerians love life. We don't like to. We will find a way to endure. We will find a way to endure.
I think I don't know, but like that's a good question you're asking. Like, who's going to build the cat? But I think that the way it's going to happen, it will be so organic. Because guess what? I saw a tweet earlier. Somebody posted. It be like say don't reach time when Nigerians need to hit the street, right? Just that simple tweet when that guy tweets. You need to read the comments. People are getting there. Where is it? Agbado people now go start up.
Exactly. I agree with you.
Because right now people are hungry. The kind of hunger when they now, now hunger when some people don't they. I said earlier on a space, I'm like the cup of Nigerian suffering never full. When it full, trust me, you see that one, they like life, they like to enjoy life. You see people when they see food chop again, like to even eat 1 square meal now struggle.
That's why
1 square meal.
That's why unfortunately, you get me, the people that have endured this thing for many years have been the Southeast people. Their businesses, after the war, they suffered a lot of things. They've suffered it throughout all these periods. All right? So they will not be one of the people that will come out first. Because anything that happens now, they say is Igbo. Anything that happens, even when it happens in the north, they say it's Igbo. Even there was one kidnapper they caught. I don't know how they caught it. They just labeled it immediately Igbo.
I remember Chinaza. Something.
They just label it.
Such a joke.
You get me? So the question I still ask is, yes, the pressure is there. The pressure of the economy, the pressure of security is getting worse as every ticking clock. And we have a non-existent president that is Awol at the moment. So the question is, who will, even if it's organic, say that's why you see this new trending word, no grief for anybody. Even the police and the DSS are concerned about that word, because all it takes is that word becomes a trend, and then it becomes an organic, movement that pushes out from there. Hashtag no grief for anybody. Then people start coming out. But my problem is, are Nigerians, with what has happened in the past, let's say 5 years, NSAS, obedient movement, and yet we did not get conclusive results. All right. The NSAS was beautiful, but we didn't get a conclusive thing. It was shortened, it was cut down. And then from that NSAS, there was another political movement, the obedient movement, which was nearing success, but we came short. So if we have come short on those two levels, the question now is, this now is a social movement. So the first one is, okay, NSAS dealing with police and justice. Now we have done political movement. Now you are saying, okay, due to the social pressures, we want to create that social organic movement. My sister, Nigerians are currently even tired to come out on the street. Not that they don't intend to, not that it is not the right thing to do, but they don't see the end of the tunnel if they come out. Because if you come out now, what is the end goal? What is the end goal? Is it to tell Tinubu, look, we are suffering? He will tell you, I know, please just manage. I'm looking at, okay, you come out, what's the end goal? What's the goal now? Say, okay, all of us come out, you remove Tinubu. If you even remove Tinubu, constitutionally, is the vice president comes in, or the Senate president.
Sorry, hold on 1 second.
This is enough agenda now.
Hold on, Michelle. Hold on first. Abemona like Biko, please. I offend you now. Okay, if I offend now, Mona no verse. Ejebure, Mona no verse. Abe me go Brendo. I want to talk again now. No, Ejo, abeg, help me like the video. What I do now? One of the verse for me. Mona help me like this video, abeg. A lot of people haven't liked, so please, please. You guys are usually very good at liking. I be not they do like, you don't when I even beg like this. So I be more than nervous. Continue. Sorry.
So for me, I like the idea. Okay, people come out, do this, but we should have an end goal. If there's no end goal, then we just relax and manage the situation.
No, the end goal is to unseat these people now. That's the end goal, is to remove these incompetent leaders and put people that the country divides.
How do you want to? Okay, wait. I'm fine. I've got your end goal. How are you going to remove those leaders? How? Through what process?
I mean, the French Revolution, it started with the people. These things will organically.
We bring all these nice words, French Revolution. It was bloody.
I know now. I know the fact that you said Nigeria no wonder.
It's bloody. And when you start saying French Revolution and bloody, that means it's almost like a coup. It's like taking out who is who. And you think that those who is who will allow that when they're in control of the military and police? No. Even you, if you yourself are president and in situations like this and the people rush, it's only in civilized countries, which Nigeria is not one of them. It's a civilized country that the president will see the pressure and say, you know what, I resign.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But Nigeria, we don't resign. We don't resign for anything. Even the ministers, when they catch them, they don't resign. They will tell you that dog ate the money. That's what happened. So we don't resign in that culture. We just maintain and say, everybody, what's going to happen? Let them carry me, go to court if you are tired. So my problem is, we have done two processes that naturally should have created better results. However, they have not. We only have able to succeed to create an opposition like the Obedient Movement led by Peter Obi. We have been able to create that. That's fine. People are beginning to find their voices, especially the young generation. We have seen some positives, but to make a movement, social movement again, what does it do? You say remove the leaders. How? If you want to use bloody revolution, then it's a war you are calling for. Secondly, if you want to say, okay, remove them.
We are already at war, Steve. We're already at war. People are dying every day. This is not war. It's just a silent war. We're not just a. It's not just a.
Yeah, but
we're already at war.
But the Nigerians.
So the only solution right now is a revolution. People will die, yes, but that's the only way. Because
How
if
will
you
you get the revolution? Do you have you know we are not understanding this. Okay, even if you want to have weapons, your military installations are not even in the south. They are all in the north.
That's true. That's true.
And as soon as you want to start that, the interpretation to the northern young people there will be that, oh, the south want to invade us, so let us defend Sharia. You see, Nigeria.
And it's okay if they want to do that. Then we don't have to be one. We don't have to be one nation because, like you said, we know they agree. Look at we need to move. We need to, like I said, if we can't remove the leadership, then we need to divide the nation.
That's why
South Korea and North Korea did it.
Yeah, that's why I told you
America. It is as simple as that. They want to be Northern Sharia, whatever. It's okay. We can come to an agreement.
Yeah,
and like
that's why
it will be bloody. People will die. Yes, every revolution. My friend, where I live, he always says the thing that tires him about Africa is that we come here. That do we know how many millions of people died for them to have what they have?
Yes, we have done revolution. We have done revolution. That's why I told you about Good Morning. We have done revolution before. You know, a man in the southeast, Dimojuku, decided to go against the grain and said, no, we can't continue like this. Let's separate. Let's go on our places. He led his own revolution. He led his people. He said, no, we need to have a state of Biafra. You guys can stay, do your own stuff. We do our own stuff, you know? And he went for it. But it was truncated, even by people from the south. It was truncated, and they started preaching one Nigeria. So the question is, okay, go yourself. That means you are saying there will be another conflagration of war. Who wants to fight the war? Do you know, a lot of time, and that's why we need to start, educating ourselves again to understand, you will become students of history. When a man decided that and engaged his whole nation people into a war with the Nigerian state, what happened? A lot of Igbos lost their properties till today. A lot of Igbos lost their businesses. Their money was taken in their account, and they were only given maybe $100 or 1 pence to survive. Meanwhile, that person must have had billions in his account. But they were subjected to that. Do you think if you have known that story, you will say, okay, we'll just go into another kind of conflagration?
But see, the way the country is going, it is inevitable. It will happen again. So anybody being comfortable and saying, oh, it's not going to repeat itself, it will. The trajectory we are heading towards, this thing we are running from, it is going to happen. Whether you have your businesses in the East, if you say you don't want to get yourself involved, you are kidding.
This how I see. I understand.
It may not happen this year, it may not happen next year, but the trajectory at which Nigeria is going, like Omoye said, it will just happen. It is the same people that voted him. It is the same people that supported him. It is the same people that he thinks are on his side who start the uprising. So you can. As far as I'm concerned, any Nigerian living in Nigeria should not be comfortable because the trajectory is looking like within the next 2-3 years, it's going to happen.
I understand that.
To happen.
I understand that.
How it's going to happen, I don't know. Who is going to lead it, I don't know. But it will happen.
The way I look at these things, it's a bit pragmatic. The guys that we are talking about, that you think that are not happy with him, their own interests are different from you and me on the street. Their interest is not about, oh, food on our table. No, 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 no. They have their own peculiar interest. The guys that are senators, governors, House of Rep, all those things, chiefs, traditional rulers, and all that. They're all in the confines of that Nigerian purse. So, if the president of the nation shares the money correctly to all the traditional rulers, the senators, governors, give them money, party people, make them happy, they don't care about what happens, because then they are in control of the narrative.
But eventually, that is this revolution we're talking about is going to be en masse, Steve. It's not going to come from the wealthy. It's going to come from the people that no longer have food on their table, who cannot send their children to school, who cannot feed, who cannot protect themselves.
Yeah.
We are heading towards that direction, whether we like it or not.
Yeah,
I know you're saying that, oh no, but it will. But like you said it yourself this year that people start to having personal farms. Didn't you say so?
Yeah.
But one day somebody is going to get up and say enough, which is what happened here in the West. Somebody woke up and say, we can't continue like this now. Why?
Yeah, I know that, my sister. I understand what you're saying. What you're saying is very correct. That's the way it should go. But Nigeria is a different entity.
Says who?
Nigeria,
it is getting to that point, Steve. I don't know why you feel like I know you are trying. You are giving up. Like, oh, Nigeria.
I'm not giving up. I'm just telling you.
No, you are saying you're sounding like it will never happen, Nigeria. But I'm telling you, it is getting there.
Why do I say it will never happen? Because the Nigerian is a very different kind of personality. The Nigerian personality is different from Asian personality. It's different from European personality.
But we had a Dim Ojukwu. The Dim Ojukwu was is he British? Is he
okay?
Is he from
so
is he from
whatever?
Is he from France? No.
Good.
There may be some Dim Ojukwus coming up. You don't know that.
The Igbo personality is also
so don't say the personality. No, that's you generalizing. No,
I'm not generalizing. I'm telling you as it is. I'm not generalizing.
I'm also saying that, Steve, the hunger don't they reach that point. The insecurity don't they reach that point. When the insecurity gets to their door, Steve, the narrative will change. I know you don't agree. I know you are saying Nigerians will push the wall, but I'm telling you, the insecurity don't. Make bomb blast happen for Lagos. Right now, we are at ease. Now, has it happened in Lagos? No. Did it happen in Benin? No. Did it happen in Port Harcourt? No. Did it happen in the major cities? No. You said in Abuja. Make it happen consecutively. Lagos, Port Harcourt, Kano, Abuja, those cities. Then we can have this conversation and see whether go say the thing don't reach their dormant.
Let me tell you what will happen if such things happen. All right? If there's any kind of bomb blast, Lagos, blah, blah, blah. The same president will neutralize things, will calm things. The governors will take charge. All right? They will calm everybody down. I'm telling you. You see, until we understand.
I don't believe so.
You need to believe Nigeria.
Consecutively, no. Right now we are at ease because it's not affecting the South. Right now, we know they affect us so much. We know they get. Imagine them like the killings when they happen for Benue, they happen for Lagos every week. Are you telling me the country will be like that?
That's why I'm telling you.
They happen for Benin every week. The way they happen for Jos every week, they kill people every week.
My sister, there's something Abacha used to say.
They keep people for Relay. They keep people for Oshodi. They keep people for Ikeka every week.
Wait. Understand how government operates, all right? Abacha used to say something. Abacha says, if anything happens in the country,
the government is aware. I've heard him say that before.
So you see that Plateau business and Benue business, government is aware.
Exactly that because it never reach our dormant.
Wait.
I'm telling you, the narrative will not be the same, Steve. I agree with you on that point.
Tinubu will not allow any kind of that kind of thing happen in his backyard.
Okay, it has happened in Ekiti. The bomb blast that happened for about the last month, where they cover up. It has started happening, Steve.
Yes, we can say it has started happening. Well, you cannot determine what happened in that bomb blast. You can't.
Steve, we know they say there's no illegal mining going on there. It was in Bodija, their Ikoyi area. Now they say this thing happened. We know, Steve. Steve, don't try. You're trying to be political about the two happen for Ibadan. Everybody knows what happened. They're trying to calm the nerves of people. All the Emilio concern will make Nigerians they vex.
The truth is that that bomb. Okay, let me agree with you.
And I'm telling you that and I'm saying to you, imagine that happens every week, the way it's happening in the Middle Belt. They're saying there will not be uprising. They're saying there will not be riots every week. People not go stand for road. People not go say Tinubu must go.
What will that achieve? It will achieve. The only thing to achieve is that it will bring attention to the government, and government will calm everybody down. All right, government will now put security on the road, put everything. It does not change government. It does not change. It doesn't change or remove Tinubu, which is the essence of this discussion. It's not changing or removing Tinubu. And not because I like Tinubu, I have no interest for him. He should suffer what he's suffering. I have no pity for it because he stole somebody's mandate, so you suffer it. So I even like that he's suffering it. Then all we are waiting is that, are the people angry enough so that when you go into election next time, if somebody comes to steal that ballot box, you will fight him there because you know what you suffered. That's what it must get. Nigerians must get to that point where, you know what, this hunger that I'm suffering, the next election, we know they grieve for anybody. That should be the way we pursue it, and Nigerians should now know who they know.
Next, what you talking? Next kilo pay. Next, which election? I beg. Kami, I know they see any election. Which next one?
You always say this. You always say this thing.
I don't see another election.
What do you see now? What do you see? Since you are now a seer, what do you see?
I don't see. You know why I say I don't see any election?
Right.
Look at the number. You know how many people don't buy this year? Over 2,000 and something people. That now the one that you all throw out. You know, so Nigerians, they never tell you the truth. All these people, they will hide. Okay.
Yeah.
You think with the trajectory Nigeria is going right now, it's going to be realistic for another election? That means say the number of people that will don't buy by then, and that means that dollar will hit 10,000 to $1. That's what it is. That means people will not even be able to eat anymore. That means the streets will be flooded with beggars because people won't be able to afford a lot of things anymore. That's what it means. I don't see it. I could be wrong. I know be seer.
Let me agree with you
that I be observe.
What we are seeing, we are moving towards anarchy, basically.
Yes, total complete breakdown at some point.
My issue with everything is, I don't have a problem people going on the streets because they're angry, they're annoyed, but who will lead it? It must have.
I'm not talking about getting on the street. You know, they talk about protesting. I'm not even talking about that. As in, people hunger go so eat when they say people no go even, that's their mental health. They're not going to even remember to do anything anymore. People will just be on the street for no reason. Like there's no food, there's no place to live. They can't go to the farms, they can't travel because they can't even afford it. That's what I'm talking about. So you're going to have people littered on the streets because they cannot afford the basic things because it's out of reach for them.
Yes. So
if not from there, the anarchy go to start. I don't know, because hunger they make people do things.
So that's what I'm saying. That Nigeria will get to that point, which I agree with what both my sister's submission and your submission. That yes, Nigeria is getting to that crisis point, all right, where there's pressure on families, and that pressure, what will it release what is the combustion that will happen. So my thing is, when that combustion happens, what are we going to expect? Are we going to expect change of government? Are we going to expect a new way of doing things? That's what I'm looking at. What is the roadmap? Because the most important thing that every Nigerian, whether you are in the north, south, east, is we want proper government. We want basic things of life, security, opportunities to become what we want to become in life. Wherever you are from in Nigeria, whatever creed you are from, you have same opportunities to become the best Nigerian you can be. That's what everybody really wants. A new improved nation. So if this pressure creates this combustion, my problem is the same actors, if you look throughout nations, when there's this kind of combustion, the same people, they would move them out, they would fly overseas, their kids will move away, different kinds of things will happen. And yet it's the same basic people that will suffer immensely. And at the end of the day, we may not come out with the right outcomes because we have gone through similar things. We have gone through the Biafran War. We have gone through different coup d'etats. We have gone through different kinds of revolution, but the outcomes have never changed. The outcomes have never changed. So if splitting a nation will preserve the nation, then we split. But it has never happened. We've pushed, we've not come to that point. So for me, I'm at a loss as in, okay, this hunger and stress on a Nigerian, is it going to move us through the ballot box? Is it going to push us to revolt massively through the ballot box and fight for our lives? Just like what I wanted to happen when Mahmoud called the result. When Mahmoud called that result, that was the soul of the nation. That was the moment that we should have fought for our lives. But you know what? Like typical Nigerians, we thank God for everything. We move on. And that's what I'm saying. That this kind of situation, people are hungry. What do? We find solution. If you have small farm, like now, most governors, what are they saying? Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Sort yourself out. Hold yourself. So a Nigerian will be thinking like that. T.Y. Danjuma is making sure that Taraba is under his protection. Everybody, the big guns in their spaces are, they are amassing their things and securing their space so that there's no wahala. In the south is the same thing. The south side, the Niger Delta boys, the Ijaw Nation, everybody is getting ready. I can tell you. Pandef in the middle belt, the guys in the middle belt, they are now seeing that they are at war. So everybody is getting ready to resist any movement anywhere. So when you are seeing situation like that, means the Nigerians find a unique way to, keep holding on, because that's how our nature is. So my position is, yes, the hunger will increase, but will this hunger push us to the point where we can push the ballot to secure our future? And that's the only way I think, personally. That's the only way I think. And I'm saying, if this pressure holds us for the next 3 years, by 2 years' time now, we are thinking of the next election. If this hunger is holding us like this, then when we step into that next election, we should not even blink. Nigerians should not blink. It should not be Igbo, Hausa, or that. It should be the Nigerian state. So, but if not, then our agitation is not well driven to the right conclusions. It has to get to the right conclusion, because nobody will hit on the street or create mayhem when at the end of the day it doesn't give me final results. It will be a waste of time. So now that there's problem in the nation, two things will happen. Either the president resigns and says, I cannot do it again, I'm tired or thereabout. Or either they resign or the Nigerian people will fight through the ballot box. So for me, I like the problems to be happening. Unfortunately, not because I love Nigerians to suffer, but because it has to move, or it has to move the needle. It has to move that needle. That needle has to move. There's no way else. The needle has to move. So, and we Nigerians know who we are voting. If it comes out tomorrow, we know who we are voting. Just like people say, oh, Peter Obi should not contest, he needs to be there. He needs to be in the face. He needs to be face of this movement, so that at the end of the day, I believe there will be a 2027. I believe that Nigerians will go into the ballot box to vote again. When we go there to vote again, let people not say, you know what, I know they vote and they will cheat the election. No, that's when we'll fight for this election. That's when we fight for our destiny, because that's the only legitimate route to changing government. That's
We are talking about votes. Okay. Okay.
But we have to believe in the nation. We have to believe in this. You say I should not be. I'm losing hope. No, I'm giving you my roots. I have my roots.
Okay, fine. I understand what you're saying, but my point is this. Say Agbado, they don't. This one they talk. They don't already prepare for 2027 election. You know that, right?
Yeah.
The judiciary is in their pockets. The legislator in their pockets. The Senate in their pockets. The ministers in Agbado's pockets. The army inside pocket. Police inside pocket. All the governors all their inside. How you want to win election when be saying that they're in charge?
Okay.
How can you overhaul? First of all, INEC as it stands, there's no way you can ever win an election with the conglomerate of criminals.
God bless you, Omoye.
It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. How do you want to do it? It will not happen. This is why I don't see an election. Because at the end of the day, okay, you will not put
there won't be an election in 2027.
You can't jeopardize people's lives again. All of us remember what happened. Me, I still have very fresh memory about what happened in the last election.
Yeah,
when they fight people,
who will go out and
they
vote?
won't job people. Okay, the ones say they not won't job, they see the hospital till today. They see they nurse themselves. Okay, some don't lose limbs, some almost lose eye. Some day when we say when we don't know, you understand, because they know they bring everything come social media. We no go know. Those ones they behind. You expect now, so you can't conduct another election. People will wake up early morning, can't go like that, as they say like that, with the zeal and everything on that day. Can't go do election again. I don't see it happening, man.
Good.
Come on,
So
let's be real.
So since you are now real with me, that you don't see a Nigerian getting up to go and do that same thing, that he knows that the result is the same outcome. That's the same way I don't see why a Nigerian will go to the streets and put pressure on government. I don't see it. Nigeria will not do it because nobody wants to die.
Hold hand now.
Nobody wants to die. The same thing you are saying.
Hold hand then now. Would they look? Okay.
Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to die for election. Nobody wants to
drop
die.
all this, that give everything when you don't use, so you go drop super chats.
But Steve and
YouTube go first seize this video, they go demonetize all the kiki one are. So I just let you know now. See, go ahead, progress.
No, apologies for the fine phrases we use, but the thing is that what we are saying, which I'm in alignment, is that the election may not happen before 2027 because there might even be a revolution before 2027. The trajectory at which the nation is going, people go ready to buy voluntarily. This will not be even say, okay, we are buying for it. That time, like you rightly said, Steve, the way it's going, now make everybody go to get personal funds. A time is coming before 2027 that people may not even survive. That the only solution will be a revolution. That is the only solution. Forget even the election, forget 2027. Before then, the only solution is how to get these people out, how to reorganize ourselves and start a nation, whatever, either we split or we go separate ways. However, the only solution to that problem then would be that we'll have a revolution, because the trajectory of hunger where they come, like Steve, you rightly said, will be so enormous that people don't go fit standard. Even the rich will be targeted. You when you think say there your banana island with 500 security, they go climb the fence, come your house. If possible, can't eat you. That's the trajectory of the nation as we speak, because the current government is clueless on what to do. So hey.
But they said they will hit the ground running. They will
They're clueless now, Steve. They are.
They never
we
feel
knew
move
that
from
they
up
were
for ground.
clueless.
You know,
We
see, you know
knew
they
that
say
they
them
were
for
clueless.
ground. They
We
cannot
knew that
move from the ground that they are. They are
We knew
stuck
that-
there. Go
We
ahead.
knew that they were clueless, but the truth is that you can change this country in 2 months. 2 months.
I was telling on my end that somebody said they should copy paste LP's manifesto. They're still
No,
over
you can
copy paste.
see. I remember those days.
Oh my god.
People. There's this thing
They
that
copy
happened.
paste LP manifesto.
Somebody was copying. Somebody entered the exam hall and he sat near this guy and he's copying. This guy is writing the math, solving the thing, and he's copying from the guy into his own page, and he also copied the person's name. You know?
So
He
APC
copied
go
the
copy Obi name.
Yeah, copy the person's name and put, that means you can copy without saying. You
They
can
go
copy,
copy Peter Obi name.
yeah, you can copy somebody, but you can copy without sense. You should remember that you should put your name on it. So what I'm just trying to say is that even if you carry LP manifesto and give somebody, and if he's still clueless, he will still be clueless. What you cannot do, what you don't have, you cannot deliver it. To deliver this country is a very simple thing.
Heads go roll. That's the problem. And
It
they
will
don't
take-
want those heads to roll. That's another issue, Steve. We say to deliver Nigeria, some heads go roll. Some very big heads go need to roll. The problem is who's going to roll the head. That is the problem right now.
A lot of to change things, or you get me, is very easy. And they knew that the combination of Dati and Peter Obi, this thing of security will be crushed in 3 months. But there are many agendas. There are even agendas that are outside the country, all right, that are pulling strings. They are pulling strings. Macron is a very good friend of Tinubu. So there are a lot of agendas that go on. A lot of people don't see. However, to change the country, it's not rocket science. It's not. If you are telling people that, okay, I've done subsidy, that means you have now preserved some money. How have you reinjected that money? That is the P2B model. He says, I'm going to reinject that money. Where is he going to reinject it? In making sure that we are in production so that people can find food to eat and there will be money available. Security is in play. So the question is, Tinubu had no clue of what to do, but he wanted to do bravado. And two of the things he tried to do bravado, the thing has fallen down on his head. One, subsidy. Just come out, declare it. You create panic in the market. You create panic in the environment. Secondly, you go and play your hand to military boys. Mali, Burkina Faso, you tell them, you will do this, you attack them, you will do this. Instead of using common sense to engage with the boys and say, okay, what do you guys want? How are you far? Okay, can you have a transition program that, Now the boys are telling him, you know what, we are not part of ECOWAS anymore. We're out. There's nothing you can do. So basically, ECOWAS is like dead. Because those three nations, they are much, much bigger in land mass than Nigeria. So there's problem in the ECOWAS region. And once there's problem with those three nations, then you are going to suffer issues across your borders. So he doesn't know what to do. So he's default, he has gone into what is called default mode. You know what? I need to stay more to my Lagos guys. I need to constrict myself with those guys and then forget about whatever happens. You know, so because his mindset is that in 2027, I'm just going to tell INEC to call results. And they did it. They did it in Imo election. They didn't. They just brought results for us. They did it in Kogi. They just brought results, as you know, before election started. They have shown results. So he feels that he will practically destroy INEC. We will go back to what it was before. The upcoming result and give you result sheet, and that's it. So you know, I just feel, well, the pressure, yes. If there's a revolution, what does revolution mean? What is it?
The revolution means no more hunger. The revolution means we can come together as a group and agree on what leadership style who we want to choose is. This was what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was trying to do with IPOB, which they hijacked, and it's us coming into an agreement and saying, okay, now this direction we want. I listened to one of his podcasts back then. He said, I don't care where the person is from. As long as we all agree, we have a one consensus that this person we choose. Whatever happens, then it is our choice.
Yeah, that's what this guy was proposing. Olisa Obakoba. That's why I told you. That's why I told you the thing done they touch.
It's really, it has come to that point. And what is wrong happening in the Middle Belt is because of these minds. And you know, we've not even scratched the surface of what Taraba State alone. I did my youth service there. They have so much.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe some of those generals they already share them. We don't hear more because the place is really far.
Yes,
it's like 18 hours, it's somewhere out. So they probably just did a thief. Nobody know what they go on there.
That's why they don't share
the minds among themselves. They just did.
That's why. It's just they're just sharing whatever is there, you know.
Yeah, they just share them.
It's shocking,
and
you know.
The of the states are so poor, very poor.
The whole of Taraba can have a massive farm of tea and coffee.
I didn't see youth service there. As in, if you know, Nigeria is so blessed. We never even scratch the surface of what it is called that country.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We never scratch them. Like the more you think, say we never scratch them. Like scratch.
That's why P2B was like, you know, because Taraba was one of the states and Niger State that he was targeting. You get me? That he was targeting that. There's so much land that by the time we do massive farming of
and it's fertile land. Like it's not like we call Benue State food basket. Taraba even has way much more.
Yeah, massive farming
because it's far, because it's so far. We know they go there. You know, Benue is still accessible. The Taraba no roads to reach there, but don't be say the land not fertile.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying that subsidy that you take would have been reinvented. So if you like, go and copy P2B's manifesto. If you don't know what he's doing, you cannot deliver results. The manifesto is open now. It's there. You can see it. Everybody can access it. But he cannot deliver what you don't know. Because there's somebody that knew what he wanted to do. And in 4 months, 3 months, he would have got this country running. And then all this talk would not be there. But Nigerians did not fight. Nigerians did not, you know, I mean, I won't blame Nigerians completely because P2B did not want us to have a bloodshed. He didn't want any issues to put us on the street. I know that if it was dirty, this whole story for don't end. You would
That's
have.
what I'm saying about the north and the south. Now, like you said, our temperaments are very different.
That's what I was
That
telling you.
kind of man, like, why are we so calm about this?
It's just like what happened
Yeah.
in Kano. As soon as you wanted to steal Kano results, don't see what they did. They didn't waste time. They didn't ask. They didn't ask question. They just came out on the street because that is how they are. And these are the things I'm telling you, that if it is the north that, let's say we flip roles, the north is experiencing half of what the south experiences. No. They don't enter street already. There would have been mayhem. There would have been complete mayhem. So it's just the different approaches. The Southerners are a bit more diplomatic. You get me? Southerners
we're actually very
diplomatic. We engage with each other. We can find adjustments and say, okay, you know what? At the end of the day, 60-40 is fine. It's okay. I'm okay with 60-40. I'm okay with 70-30. We find that kind of balance and we move on. So far as everybody has a good time. But the North is not like that. It's not screwed like that. They are very, they are more rugged in terms of determined in this is what they want. They want that 100%. If you give them 60%, it's problem. So what did Tinubu do? He tells the court, you know what? Just give Kwakwanso that Kanu. Don't debate it. Just give it to them. I don't want problem. Because if any problem happens from Kanu, it will start spilling over and I cannot contain it. So that's why I'm telling you, in this whole thing that the people are agitating, blah, 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 in the Senate, forget. Tinubu will come like this and look at it and see where he can press down, where he will not press down. He will just arrange it like that. And everybody there will be happy. So far as they are happy. Doesn't Akpabio give them blessings in their email? He gives them blessings. He blesses them every week. Akpabio blesses them every week.
The hunger plenty, oh. The hunger plenty.
I know now. Hunger plenty. Hunger plenty. But those okay. Do you know the hunger in the north? The hunger in the north has been there since. So children on the street.
Like I said, I did my youth service there. I saw it now. They are not very, I don't know how to explain it to you.
Yes.
They are okay. Like you said, they are okay with the hunger.
They are okay.
That we Southerners will go say, like, I believe like this.
The Southerner is not okay with that kind of hunger, but the North has been existing in that hunger for long. Their elites keep them in that hunger because it's a mode of control.
And that is why, that's what I'm saying, that is what may spark our revolution, because we Southerners, we're not used to that kind of suffering. You see the difference? They are used to it. We are not.
Now that's what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying, that the revolution may not even, the election may not even hold.
See,
before that 27, the thing, this Dabaru,
the kind of revolution I'm waiting for. See, the kind of revolution I'm waiting for is not the one that is started by the South. Because when Southern revolution starts, the North interprets it as religious war.
Because Middle Belt will join us now.
Wait,
so it's no longer a Southern thing.
Calm down. You need to understand.
Because now Middle Belt not a day in the mix.
Wait,
but
no,
now I'm telling you that they will be there because now then they're more affected.
You need to understand the psyche of the Nigerian people. As soon as any crisis happens in the South and it becomes something against government, the North interprets it differently. They interpret, like, okay, even Obi's movement. Once they saw Obi's movement, they interpreted it religiously. They did not. They interpret it as, oh, these Christians want to take over Nigeria. That's how they interpret it. They don't interpret it any other. There's a lens that in which they have been pivoted through. So for me, I was happy that Kanu was becoming angry with the election. And I was praying that God make Tinubu cancel Kwankwaso's election so that there will be that momentum will start from there. So that when they vex and come down because of political election, then the South has something to vex with them. It will now be two people coming together for a common purpose, that there's election malpractice and everything will just bust. But Tinubu understood that and decided, he will not follow my line of thought because he's saving himself. So my problem is, if a revolution really needs to start, it has to really be organic from the north. If it is organic from the north, then it has a way, it's easier for the south to coalesce quickly, because the south does not tolerate hunger and all these things. But the problem is that the north has tolerated hunger for long. They live in it. They are not very, they are very simple. They don't leave too much affluence, except the top guys. So that is my own challenge. If it's something that it creates a revolution, and it is something that is orchestrated from the north. Okay, look at all the people shouting and Buhari, this. But the people in Katsina still reverence him.
Exactly.
Even after all the rubbish, they still reverence him. He's still short of 10 million votes. So that is what I'm trying to say, that they are not ready. The North doesn't, anytime the North hears revolution, let me tell you what they hear. They hear, oh, you want to separate Nigeria. They don't like it. They don't like that word revolution, because revolution to them means that the South wants to break off, and they feel scared that if the South breaks off, they're on their own. They don't have the access to resource, that resource that the South really has in terms of the oil resource and all that they will lose out from it. So when they hear revolution, they don't participate in it. They do not participate in it. They run their own agenda differently. And so when they do revolution, they stop it. There's nothing that agitates towards there. So my own is revolution. If it starts, I pray it can start from the south, from the north, which we can coalesce with in the south easily with. And say, okay, this thing makes sense with us. Let us fight for it. But when I know that their lens, the way they look at things from their lens, is from the lens of religion,
Yeah.
their own agenda.
Right.
You know,
That's
so
right. That's why at the end of the day, it might not, we might end up agreeing to break up as a nation, because with all the resources they've started discovering in the Middle Belt, they might at the end of the day say, okay, now for example, they discovered some oil in the Chad Basin. I think it was Buhari that commissioned it. So now they're beginning to have their own natural resource as well. They're beginning to get some gold and some things they're beginning to see. So it might not be a matter of time for them to say, why do we need to be together? We already have our own resources too. The problem is like I always say, the elite. The elites that have oil wells in the Niger Delta region. That is why the country is still warm. If those oil wells were in Kano, Nigeria would not break up today now. All these oil they argue.
Forget that thing that they tell you that they've discovered oil well in Chad. It's not true. If there's oil well in Chad, do you know how much money has been invested in exploring the Chad Basin?
I know that. I think they've been exploring oil for
and they tell you that they have discovered it. Where did they discover it? Which company is drilling it?
I know Buhari commissioned something during his time.
When they want to move money, they use different means to move money. Like Nigerians should now wise up. The Buhari commission. There are many things Buhari commissioned that didn't they commission Nigeria airplane? Where is the plane?
Oh God.
Nigeria commission plane. Nigeria borrowed plane from Ethiopia Airline. Paid it, come out, scam us. Open day scam by a minister of aviation.
If they had the oil wells, we would have broken up as a nation. I feel what is keeping us together is the resource.
It's a resource now, of course.
That's why we are.
I see you. They talk 2 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're echoing. I think one of your devices is still on. You're showing twice actually on the screen. Yeah.
So the resources that the North is scrambling for, it's because they are scared that that the South would suffer. and also because of human capital, because they have not developed their human capital. All the kids that are in Amajiri schools and all that, they are not going to school. Education is not pushed intensively in the north, and so even if they go, they feel that they would suffer a lot. So that's why they need political power, and they need to keep it. So you know, exactly, political oil discovered to steal funds. Exactly. There's no exactly, it's political oil, not real oil.
No, because I know
There's
he
not-
commissioned something that they did in Chad Basin or somewhere
yes,
in
I
the north.
know. It
Something
was
very,
commissioned.
one very
There was
funny state. I can't remember where I
yeah,
will
it was
Google it.
commissioned in
It
the
was
Chad Basin.
commissioned. Chad Basin,
Yeah,
yes.
I know that. All right.
Yeah.
And there was a company, it was an oil and gas company, and that is constructed like that did it from the north. It's a
Yeah.
very, but it's not a problem. Okay. The question is, oil and gas is not a mineral you just pick or Coke and Fanta,
Yeah.
right? And there are companies globally in the world that look for resources globally. You have the Shell, the Chevron, the Mobil, all those people, they are looking for resources wherever it is.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of investment in the Chad Basin in terms of research. There are a lot of students that have gone there. People have done research upon research. They have been looking for this oil they did not find for years. My background is in that. They've been looking for it. Geologists, everybody looking for that so that they can find a way to live. So that if the South wants to go, the South can go because now they have discovered their oil. But they have not found it because there's not this a dry well. Nothing is there. I can guarantee you nothing is there. If something is there, by now, the company, there would have been some. It's just like mining. The mining exists now. They just Kolobi the mining. They just kept it to themselves and be mining the gold and be doing their own things. They don't share it with anybody.
They don't even share it with the so-called Nigeria that they are with. Zamfara State in particular. Not be Zamfara Christians make us know what they go on for Zamfara State. When they come and say, hey, that they kill us. So they've been taking gold from here for donkey years.
They've been
Nigeria
taking
don't
gold. So there's been gold. And they know that. And they don't want the gold mine industry. They don't want the mining industry to develop like the
oil industry.
Because if it develop like the oil industry, then you have to do exactly what you are doing in the oil industry. You bring the whole money to the center, and then they will give you 13%. So they don't want that. So the oil you think that they've discovered in Chad that thing is gaming. They just gamed us. And I'm telling you that Buhari's government was used to gaming. Tinubu's government is a new level of gaming. Yeah, okay. Nobody has asked, where is the Nigerian Airways that was commissioned?
Yeah.
Where is the plane that was commissioned? That thing is a scam on a government level, high level scamming. So when they tell you that political oil is just a way of siphoning funds that you cannot trace at all. You would look for
I
it.
even want them to find oil, Steve, so that we can break up as a nation. Because let's be honest, Steve, we know they agree. Our ideologies with some parts of the North is completely different. I mean, North Korea and South Korea is a classic example. They were not the same. They don't agree. And they came together as the people say, okay, they fight war, dude. Okay, go your way, I go my way.
I don't think our situation is the situation of the Korean situation, because
I mean, it is because we know they agree. Our religious beliefs. We have more Christians in the South than in the North. Our traditional beliefs is very different. So why are we a nation? Why are we one? Let's be honest, Steve. Why are we one? You are one with somebody that you have similar ideology.
Yeah, but the truth is that
some people want to implant Sharia law for Nigeria. Make woman not they cover. Make we they cover hair.
Yeah, but the truth is this. But the truth is that. Wait. The truth is that I don't care about whether they want some areas of Nigeria people should dress in particular ways or that.
I'm just telling you part of the law that
Yes.
this is what this is what 13 states
Mm.
want.
Yeah,
How many states in the South want that?
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying that we don't have anything in common. If they want to implement Sharia in their state,
but
let them have it.
Wait,
we don't want that. So why should we be together? Why?
My problem is that's not really the core of the issue. The core of the Nigerian problem is that we have not had a leader that is unbiased, a leader that looks at Nigeria holistically and say, I want Nigeria to work. Most people travel to Dubai. Most people travel to Saudi. All right. Saudi is one of the most conservative Muslim nations in the world. But does it stop development? No. Very highly developed country. Same thing for Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, highly developed Muslim country, highly developed country. So my issue is that the leadership problem of Nigeria has been the bane of these divisions. If we have a president that looks at Nigeria and say, how can I improve this country economically? How can I secure the borders of this nation? How can I do this? I don't care whether some places want to observe Sharia or some places don't want to observe Sharia, but how can I move this country in such a way that we are free, we are safe, and we can be what we want to be? We've not had leaders like that. So because we have not had leaders like that, we will likely often see our differences more. There are nations in the world that have different people groups in them, but because they have good leadership at the center, everything coexists. Even Canada has different people groups. Canada has different people groups. Switzerland has different people groups. Different nationals in different countries. But once they have a good central leadership that sees the country and begins to develop every part of the country, decentralize the economy so that every part of the country, you can export things from Taraba, you can export things from Kaduna, you can make your exportations from wherever you are, develop the country, create channels that people will become whatever they will be. I tell you, you will come back and you want to go back and live where you want to live, knowing that it's secure. But we don't have leaders that think like that. That is why we always will see differences. Even in homes that they have the same mother, same father, they still have their differences. Even twins will look different. Does it mean that they cannot coexist? Because even if you split Nigeria, and I always tell people, let's say I agree, okay, split Nigeria into 2 or whatever, how many people there, or 3 groups. They will have borders. They will still have to interact. There will still have to be inter-travels within these nation groups. It will still have to occur. It doesn't, all these separations were not our separations initially. They were separations by the colonial people. They separated Africa into different groups. If not, Africa did not have those kind of things. So we're all people groups. So even if we split, we will still need to work with each other. We will still need to, some people will have to do business in that part. Let's say the down part is Biafra. I'm just saying for saying sake. And maybe you have Oduduwa Republic and you have the northern place they call Nigeria. The Biafran citizens will have to interact with the Nigerian citizens and interact with the citizens of Oduduwa, because already there's intermarriages happening. They have that in the Balkan nations. So for me, the problem has not been splitting, because even if you split, okay, let's say we split now, and you have Biafra, there will be issue between the South and the Southeast.
And
There
I
will be
completely agree with you on that part that yes, there might be issues initially. Let's take, for example, the nation Singapore. Singapore is not as big as Lagos.
yes.
It's not as big as Lagos, but they have a common goal. How big is Hong Kong? How big are these nations?
Good. I've gone to Singapore, so I can tell you that one.
But you
Lee
know,
Kuan Yew,
before you
The
see,
leader there, the
yeah,
leader Lee Kuan
see,
Yew,
can you
they
hear
had
me? See,
yes,
you dey hear me? Sorry, hold that thought for a minute. Not forget what you want to talk, because I know say you want really talk very important thing. But I just want to chip this in. Una need to understand say between the argument una dey get I know say una know, but I think I have to re-echo it. We're a peculiar people. The kind stubborn head and the kind people wey we get, my goodness. Eh? We are very, easy like that. Me, I don't talk am too. Let's split the country and go. I've said it. I've said it here. But I don't by myself sit down think am. Omo, e no go easy like that oh, because we're a very, I don't understand, we're a very very difficult, for lack of better words, people. We need a strong somebody wey gets somebody, a leader, that can unify in such a way. Na im
yeah,
make Peter Obi na the perfect leader,
yeah,
because you see everybody gravitating towards him, even
yes.
the hardest and toughest person. If Peter
Mm,
Obi talk to am, only hand wey he go put for the person shoulder, e go be like say dem pour cold water for the person body.
yeah.
That's the type of leader we need. Without a leader like that, it will be
It's hard.
hard. Even when we
Yeah,
split, you see those
it's still
problems
hard.
wey we dey see as Nigerians right now, it will now be sectional problems,
Yes,
because
yes.
those same people that were milking the country, guess
Mm.
what? They have now
The same
broken
people,
into smaller groups.
groups.
Go ahead, my brother.
So what you are saying is spot on, really. So we need look at Peter Obi. Peter Obi, many people gravitate, even the North, they gravitated towards this man. So Lee Kuan Yew came and realized that there are Malay people in Singapore. All right, there
Mhm.
is Chinese Singapore. So you have the Malay people who are the origins, I think so, and then you have the Chinese people, and you have the Indians. These three major groups are in that Singapore. But how are they functioning? It's not that they don't have issues. They have. If you go to talk with them, you can notice, okay, this area is the Malay, this is the Singapore, okay, this is. But Lee Kuan Yew was a leader that saw Singapore as one. How can I move Singapore from a fishing port, a poor fishing port, to become a global hub? Vision. And that same Lee Kuan Yew came here during the time of Obasanjo's rule as a military head of state to borrow funds, to borrow things. And if you read his book, one of the things he was saying is that he was amazed as how much money Nigeria was wasting with the oil they were getting. Meanwhile, in Singapore, there's no oil, nothing. But what did he do? He started changing, creating real reforms to change a nation.
But Steve, I want to cut you there. Do you really think the North sees Peter Obi as a leader? Do you really think, like the Corner, like the Kanu, the
No,
Sokoto, those areas, because
they,
you say he's a strong leader, he can unify, but
they
if they don't see him.
Wait, when you say they don't see him as a leader, he's a leader, but they don't see him. They are scared. They are scared because of the scars of the Biafran war. You see, I told you that they look at less. When they see Peter Obi, they see him, oh, Igbo man, oh, he will separate the country. He has an agenda. That's how they interpret it. They found it difficult to shift the mindset. We all here, we are born in families. When you are born in a family, there's this thing in Nigerian homes. Okay, you start observing that maybe our people do not interact with this kind of people. We don't marry from this kind of people. it is something that becomes ingrained in the psyche. And then you grow up, you don't know why you people don't talk to these people, but it's a generational beef that is passed from generation to generation. So you will now look at Peter Obi, the first thing you think of is Biafra. The first thing you think of is he's going to separate things. The first thing you think of, oh, no. So they don't look at the quality of the man. That is why it was so difficult for Peter Obi to pick a vice presidential candidate. Very hard. They told the northern guys, don't collect it. So for Dati to accept it, Dati was going to face a lot of things, even from his brother, because Dati is part of the Arewa Consultative Forum. His brother is secretary to that forum.
His brother is currently working with, I think someone in yeah.
His brother is working. He's a special advisor to Tinubu. Yes, to tell you how Dati had to go against the establishment of the North and to prove to them that this man is not what you think. So Dati was doing that work in the North, telling them that this man that you say, oh, he chased away Abokis from Anambra, he did this one. They made many stories that are not real because they look at things from a particular lens. Then they brought the religious factor. Oh, he's moving to churches. He's moving to churches. That means he wants to kill Islam in Nigeria. That's what they were saying. So it's not that they don't see him as capable, but they don't look from that lens. Secondly, they not only see themselves as the people that are born to rule. So they have that mindset that other person is except them that are born to rule, especially the Connaught, the Hausa Fulani. That's why none of them felt that they need to bow to. Did you see how Kwankwaso was doing? How will he be vice president to him? He refused. So Dati was very bold, and Dati was different, and Dati was ready. And when Dati came near, he said, this man is actually a genuine guy. This guy has, and Dati is a very enlightened person. He's not like, he's from a very enlightened family. So, but what I'm saying is that the North understands that Peter Obi can do what he needs to do, but the mindset there is, no, we don't trust him. He's Igbo. We don't trust any Igbo. We cannot trust any Igbo because of the war. And that's where they look at their lenses from, in my opinion.
Okay. Anyways, I just feel like like you said, if we can get a visionary leader, but I don't see that happening with the way the country is currently divided and set up. I don't think we are going to, because
no, we have a leader already. Nigeria has got a leader. Our leader is very simple, Peter Obi. Did you see what happened recently?
I see that. I know Peter Obi has so much potential, but the problem is they will never. Between me and you, Steve, I don't think the Nigeria as a nation will ever elect Peter Obi.
No, I disagree with that.
But even
I
if we split,
disagree with that, Michelle.
Even if we split, how many nations will we split into? I asked you that question. How many nations will we split?
I mean, there will be a consensus. We'll agree. We will agree, Steve.
As it starts now, if we want to split, the SASAT, we want to be a SASAT nation. All right? Then it will be another war that is happening like now in the River State. The Ijaw nation versus the Ikwere nation. They will fight their own. Okay? In the nation called the Niger Delta country. Then you put the Eastern guys together. Within the East, there is an internal stress between the Anambra people who are more dominant, all right, and the Imo Abia State division. So
but still, every nation in most nations on earth fought before they agreed. Every
Yeah.
nation did that. The
But
Singapore
wherever,
that you mentioned, they will disagree to agree.
yes,
But
but what I'm
for us
saying is
to
that
continue in this way,
what I'm
where
saying, what
we
I'm
keep having incompetent leaders like Tinubu and the APC hold us to ransom, I don't think it's working. They will never see Peter Obi as a leader. The core not, like you
yeah.
rightly said, they don't trust him.
No, that's not quite accurate. That's not quite accurate. The core north, there. Let me tell you, the people that are saying they don't trust Peter Obi are the
Are the
same
elite.
people that are in the cabal.
Yeah, they're the elite.
Okay, so the regular people in the north want Peter Obi. How come he
Yes,
won in the north? If that
yes.
narrative is correct, how come he won in the north?
He
In
won
all the
massively in the north.
states, Peter Obi won. Do you know that? He won with a landslide. So
Yes,
I think that when we're talking about, whether they are going to accept it or be no, so the people have already accepted him. The people that are resisting him are the few thieves that want to hold on to power by all means necessary.
mm,
So let's differentiate it. Let's separate it. Look at when he went to all the times he's been to the north, right? To go and visit, whether for sympathy visit, or for bereavement and all of that. The hospitality, the welcome. It is the people at the top that are angry about him visiting.
they're
They are the
panicking
ones
out.
that are not happy. They don't want to see it because they don't want people to see how much he is accepted. So this one that with because I have said it too, like let's just divide. That's the best way because nobody seems to we can't continue to coexist with these people and all of that. But guess what? The same problems we have now is going to transfer when we
Mm,
divide because the
yes,
people's mindset is warped. It has not changed. Let's say
yes.
South South. Let me speak for South South, like because that's the angle I am from. You go see infighting.
I
You
know,
see
now
our body
even
dey
within
hot so.
from Delta, even within Delta, before
I
you say
God go
Joe
bless you.
and Shekiri will know they ever agree. So that
Thank
one
you.
alone we go start.
Exactly.
That
Okay,
fight
look
for
at this Edo
eternity.
State
I
election
agree.
when they come up now, for instance, right? Now,
Yeah.
time for Edo Central to pick a leader. Okay,
Okay.
even though me, I don't agree with all those nonsense because at the end of the
But
day, Nigerians
what's the
now
word?
supposed to come
Rational.
forward,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, now they say na Edo Central. Do you know the fact say they know say na Edo Central? There are people from Edo North, Edo, however way they describe it, right?
Mm.
That are
Mm.
coming to vie for governor. Labour
Mm-hmm,
Party alone has how many candidates?
mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm? So it's a mess. The mindset has not changed.
Yeah,
People are still divided along tribal lines. What we
yeah.
are experiencing on a larger scale as Nigerians, we will not be experiencing it at the macro level,
And
where
it will
it
be
will
very,
be dog eat dog. That's even
yeah.
worse.
That's even worse.
Because
And
the
not,
ones that feel like they've been in power when it was once Nigeria, they will not
mm,
have all the necessary tools to be able
yes,
to suppress
in a smaller space.
in a smaller space. So sometimes, yeah,
So,
when we talk
so
about
that's why I
dividing,
say that. I say
it
that
is sweet to hear,
whe-
but
whe-
almost
whether it's a small, whether you divide or you stay together, whichever way it goes, the problem remains the problem of good leadership. So if there is no good leadership, whether it is a small country that it becomes, or whether it's the same big country, Nigeria, it will still run into the same gridlock. So, and God willing, we have seen that actually Nigeria can have leaders like Dati, leaders like Peter Obi. There are many more that have not yet been discovered. Look at Abia State.
exactly.
Abia has
Yeah.
OT. Are the people not
Abia is
rejoicing?
really impressive as well.
Are the people not rejoicing?
They've
Eh,
been under
So,
siege for a long
so the,
time.
the, the problem is that we just need a good leader that understands what to do. All this story will not be there. If you have a good leader that understands what to do, I tell you, we'll not be talking of Igbo, Ishekiri, Hausa. No, we'll be coming to space like this and say, okay, Omoye, how can we combine now and do some business in Nigeria to shift things? because
Exactly.
there's enabling environment. You can trust the government. Is a government that wants us to survive. But this government we know does not. So when we Nigerians are operating on survival mode, and once it's just like a family. If you enter survival mode, you don't think of, it's just like when people were little and you have food, they bring a plate of food and put on the floor, and you have 5 children that are hungry. They don't think of their brother. Oh. You will start eating fast because it's survival for the fittest.
Yeah.
Dog eat dog. So the problem is, but if you have a good leader, the good leader will say, you know what, I know all of you are hungry. Okay, let me bring 5 plates. I'll put this food equally so that people will eat and everybody will be able to, be sustained. But that's not what's going on. So for me, I am not a proponent yet, because tomorrow it can change. I'm not a proponent yet of dividing the country, because I don't see what will be different. The only thing that will be different will be, okay, you are amongst your people, but does it really change anything? Because if it's not going to give me what I need, then we can as well just stay as we are. So for me, that's how I look at it. I know in the bigger space of Nigeria, it's very difficult to elect leaders, because we have all these, when people become president from Obasanjo, all of them, when they had opportunity to really change the country, they dived it differently. I mean, Obasanjo felt, okay, Yaradua, good man, he will do the right, but the man did not survive. And if you look at
Did
policy,
Obasanjo do the right thing? Let's start from there. We
Yeah,
need to
why
tell
will
each
you
other
say
the
sick
truth.
person?
Did he also do the right thing?
Eh,
Why he wait for the other person to come do the right? Was he not trying to get third term? I understand that people will have to respect him and all of that, but come on.
but he didn't
If
do the right thing. He
if
didn't
he
do the
need
right thing.
he didn't do the right thing. If he had done the right thing, have the necessary, you get people when go come under you, mentees, like
Messy,
Mentor them.
yeah.
that you have
Yeah.
raised, and then you will tell them, because you have knowledge about the regions, right? So you are in a
Yeah.
very central position. You understand the country so much. You understand it from all angles. That would have been his opportunity to really shine. But no, he said he was trying to dominate. I remember when Donald Duke wanted to be president now
Yeah,
of
same
Nigeria.
time.
He was the same as Obasanjo that said, no, it's not your turn. Abi, how you take you tell him? I can't remember the story.
Yeah.
But I thought Donald Duke was part of the people that didn't want him for third term, so that was why he didn't pick Donald Duke. The likes of Donald Duke, Alamesia, and James.
But guess what,
Those
though?
were very strong
That's a very that tells you the kind of the
because
nature,
they were
the
against
kind
his
of
third
person
term bid.
he is.
Yeah.
Exactly. You see it. You don't have to like someone to be able to give them the opportunity to occupy a position.
Because
You
if he
don't
had
have
to
to
pick,
like.
yeah,
You have
Donald
to
Duke was
see.
the best in that
Yeah. Do
aspect.
you see the
Yeah.
managerial skills? This man has managerial skills. The way he has kept his community, the way he developed, the way he did this. There are certain things that you measure him by. If he has it, who cares whether you like him or not? It's not about you liking him. It's about what's going to work for the good of everyone. This is what the so-called myopic leaders we have had since inception.
That's the truth.
This has been their problem. Very
Mhm.
myopic way of thinking.
Yeah.
Not putting themselves last. You have to put the country before you. You don't have to like me. If I'm doing a good job, you don't have to like me. You're working in a corporation. They don't need to like you. As long as you're getting the results, that's all that matters. But we have
Yes.
not gotten there. And the only time we can get there is when we have a leader in Peter Obi, which we already have, right? It's just a matter of time, that will be able to come and conjure and really bring this out of people. Because people really believe that when I'm in a position as the person is supposed to spy for there. Otherwise, why would Obasanjo be wanting third term? It don't make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, he was. I think those three guys were his biggest opponents. That's why you remember he went after Alame Siga, he went after Ibori. Donald Duke was just very sort of, maybe he had his books very clean, so he couldn't get him. But I remember back then, those were very strong guys that said, "Oh, God, you don't old now, guy. Come on.
Yeah, but
What do you want to do for them
yeah,
again?"
that's the problem we have with some of these our leaders. And for me, I feel that from then on we started missing the boat. We missed the boat from then
It was
on.
because Jonathan didn't say anything. That was why he picked Jonathan.
Yeah, because no,
You
he
remember?
Oh,
felt
that
that
Jonathan was mumu.
he
And
felt that
He
because
don't know
Jonathan
anything. He was
didn't
naive.
challenge him.
Jonathan
How
was
many years was
naive. He
governor?
wasn't prepared for that position. That's just the truth. And
Yeah.
Jonathan had this sense of what's it called? This sense of obligation. Since he didn't contest any election, they just moved him. He just became president. So
President, yeah.
everybody was in his ear at the same time. So he
And
could not be firm.
I think the West also wanted somebody from that region. So it was a case of, in that entire region, who
yeah,
do we pick?
but in that
So,
entire
and
region, he
yeah.
had options. All right,
Yes, but
Niger
the
Delta.
options he
So,
had were his
but the
enemy.
option he had,
Quote and
he
unquote.
didn't want a Peter Odili. He felt a Peter Odili would basically sell Yaradua. All right, sell up Yaradua. Yaradua will just come one day, and
Yeah.
he will see that he has been locked out of Aso Rock. They've sold it. So he didn't want somebody like Peter Odili to be the vice president. So he had to look for somebody that was of the Ijaw extraction. All right. So because
I think it was a South person. It wasn't necessarily Joe.
no.
Free
Because
someone from
that's
South.
a lot of
He
people
could
don't
have
know
picked
how I
he could have
lived in Rivers State that period. What was happening was that it was the period of kidnapping in the oil delta. A lot of
Yes.
kidnapping was happening
Going
in the
on,
Niger
yes.
Delta.
Yeah.
And there was this agitation by the Niger Delta people. So there was massive agitation. So to calm the issues of the Niger Delta, he needed to. That's why Odili was now contesting for president, and he was basically buying up everybody. But he came and told Odili, Nigeria is not for sale. And because of the pressure of the North, because he felt that I've done 8 years. If I give this thing to the Southern guys again, the Northern guys will be annoyed. And already I'm having beef with Atiku, and Atiku has now left the party. So there is already problem. So I need to go into Atiku's political family, which is called the PDM. The PDM was Musa Yar'Adua's political family, the elder brother of the late Yar'Adua. So he went into that PDM, which was already the facility for Atiku, and say, I'm going to bring your son, which is Yar'Adua. And as soon as he did that, the Hausa Fulani were okay. He has settled them. They are in power, whatever it is. So the boy did not want, Yar'Adua did not want to go because Yar'Adua was not well. But he said, don't worry, just be there. Just be there. We'll manage it. And then he looked for somebody in the Delta to appease the Niger Delta people who have never come close to power. So the only person that he felt was going to, because it's either he chooses Donald Duke. So there were 3 choices for him. Donald Duke in the from Cross River. He had Peter Odili, and he had the current Anambra governor, Charles Soludo. These 3. So he now said, no, there's agitations in that Niger Delta. I need to pick up a Niger Delta person. And the closest person that can be calm for this government will be not Alamesia, but his deputy. And that was the game he played. But he did it not from a perspective of capacity, not from a perspective of, okay, can this person deliver? Can they deliver? No, they look at it from another lens. And that's why I have a problem with what Obasanjo did, that they should have looked at the thing. Your transition should be from a lens of how does it work for me? And that's why some people were saying, oh, Tinubu, the way Tinubu operates in Lagos, all right? Tinubu will look at something from 2 lenses. All right, will you follow our plan? And will you spoil my business? Those 2 things, he looks at it. for Lagos governor. So a Lagos governor cannot start spoiling Tinubu's business, but he will allow the Lagos governor can be at least a bit smart in his head, so that at least there will be some little things he's doing too, some little things. So, but the way Obasanjo did it, he put us in a big problem, and then this guy was not good at all. Basically, good luck just messed up everything. Elections went haywire, and we brought in somebody that I don't know what happened for 8 years. Basically, Buhari just took us. Buhari basically, crashed the plane. That's all I say. He crashed the plane. Now I don't know what Tinubu is doing with the plane. Maybe he's selling the parts now. So, that's where we are. So as he's selling the parts now, it's left for Nigerians to say, okay, do we want it to continue or we don't want it to continue? So, it's very sad. It's very sad that Nigeria has come to this stage. A very good big country like us, and then other African nations are just looking at us and saying, man, this Nigeria.
Guess what? I think it needed to get to this point. If you ask me,
I agree.
think the cup of suffering for Nigeria is not full. Again, no, seriously, because if you don't full, let me tell you something. I've been thinking about this after the election. Peter Obi, safe to say Peter Obi entered, they for make that man life miserable.
Yeah, they don't nearly
don't turn that man, therefore make him look like monster. You and I probably would have been here castigating Peter Obi today. I'm telling you. The way they would have seen the narrative.
I think Peter Obi would have been able to. I doubt it, because a Labour Party had a good manifesto.
No. Let me tell you. Wait, Michelle. Let me land.
They are not as. They will not be as clueless as APC right now.
Let me land. They would not have been as clueless, right? However, you have to understand your enemy. These people are very good at propaganda. That's one thing I have to give to them. They are very, very good with propaganda. Okay, and they are organized. Evil is organized. Okay. So what would have happened? Because of the nature of Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a greet everybody, not really keep enemies, trying to remember when they asked him, how are you going to get the money back that these people stole? He said you go and meet them and talk to them and say, it's our country now, blah blah blah. I'm telling you, they would have frustrated this man. Nigerians would not have appreciated him. There would have been one problem to another problem. They would have made it rough for him. It would have taken him time. He would have probably overcome it, but not as quickly. But you see this suffering, where people are now coming to terms with the fact that, oh my God, even though, yes, this man won with a landslide, the people's minds need to accept it also. Because remember, there's so much division in Nigeria, tribal, religion,
very
mosque for they do their own. They tell their people, these are the infidels. They are doing this, that one for the ground. Christians, therefore they do their own, because right now they are all silent, right? Other people for they do their own. So somehow I feel like this kind of thing needed to happen, so that you saw those people when their mouth they sharp, when they move like left, right, center, all of them now we know they hear them again. Now they themselves are now back. They are not coming out to talk like before anymore now. They are not. Before, their mouth used to be sharp. They know they come out again because they don't by themselves. They see, say, man, it be like, say, man, this religion tribe thing no work for us. Look at all of them crying.
It's touching everybody.
It's touching everybody now. People for not appreciate that man. People wait for appreciate. All of us went vote for appreciate them. But these people are so good at propaganda. We did not understand how good they were with propaganda.
Sometimes, but I think the obedient movement matched them propaganda for propaganda.
That's
true. They were afraid of the obedient movement, and I think that movement is the movement on the street. So Peter Obi has street credibility to the highest that no politician has like him. Right? So, and Peter Obi always said something, and I think sometimes what we need to be doing is sometimes we play some of those things Peter Obi said. It's like a prophet. All right.
Yeah.
He said, If you show me where you buy bread cheap, I will buy bread cheap. When you are buying bread, there's no religion there. There's no, you will buy the bread based on price. It's not whether you are buying bread because I'm Christian, Muslim, North, South, East. No, you are buying bread because of price. So if it is 2,000 naira, you will buy it 2,000 naira. No, but no, tell me where you buy it fuel cheap. He kept saying these things, and Nigerians say, what did Tinubu say? Now statistics will go chop. he told us that. So me, I'm not going to pity him. Now statistics will go chop.
You actually said that statistics will go chop.
He said it now. He said it in a rally. He said it in a rally. He said, now statistics will go chop. He what, you know, when an uneducated human being, is trying to communicate with an educated person, because he's talking to many uneducated people, and he said it, and people like what's this lawyer's name? This lawyer, what's his name?
I'm trying to find that video where Peter Obi say, show me where anybody buy bread cheap.
The current aviation minister, what's that guy's name? I think it's from
Keyamo.
Keyamo was clapping. Keyamo was laughing and clapping when he was saying such things. You get me? Now statistics will go chop. Okay. Now that the real statistics is facing him, the statistics of the economy, the statistics of things. Now,
I mean, how do you run a country without a blueprint? How? How do you take? It's like going to a job and you don't even have. I mean, how?
but
Like
he
you
told
said,
us now.
every turn they make is a mistake. Every
Why do we forget easily? This man told us that he will distribute the work. He will distribute the work. If you ask him for this, he will say, ask this person, ask this person, ask this person. He said that that's what he would do. And he's doing it. He said he doesn't worry himself about statistics. Now, is it statistics we will chop? We will chop abado in the morning, we will chop corn in the night. That thing is telling you is what's going to happen. It's happening already. So people should just go and plant corn. Go and plant corn in a small farm, because the man told you that's what you will eat. So people should be planting their corn and things in their small gardens, because the president told us that is his manifesto. Give them corn in the morning, give them corn in the night, give them corn in the evening. So I want to appeal to Nigerians that are listening to me. If you have a small farm, start planting your corn. So at least with the corn, you make akamu for your children. You can boil some small one. If you have some small coconut, you add to it. You can blend the corn and make some small. The Zambian people call it inshima. So instead of gari or fufu, their own gari and fufu is called inshima, and it's made from corn. So let us begin to explore that pattern, because the president told us that's what we will do. It doesn't deal with statistics. That statistics is a waste of his time. So these are the realities that are facing Nigerians. We heard what he will tell us, and we have followed it. So Peter Obi cannot do anything. Look at the poverty in the land.
Yeah.
Peter Obi went to the Nigerian the airport at Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, and the escalators have been down for months. For months. This is an international airport. All right. And Peter Obi saw that they were carrying a disabled person through the stairs. They had to lift the disabled person through the stairs. Very challenging. And he had to question them. He had to call it out. And when he called it out, the next week, what happened? They started repairing it. I just checked yesterday. I saw that they have repaired the escalator. So it's now working. That's what they call leadership. That's what a leader that is that is thinking about his people, how they are suffering, and what he can do to change it. That is what Nigeria missed. Because
I mean, if Tinubu says now statistics will be correct. Now statistics they say they build country now. That is why you have a census. So you go know how you go plan for the amount of people where you get, the amount of hospitals you need to build, police station, fire station in the abroad that we are. That's what they do. They count us to know
they know
something
that
for this area. Now 600,000 people. So this 600,000,
they know that
we need
in their
this X
governance
amount
they
of
don't
police
need that. They
station,
just move the
amount of
money.
hospital.
They are not considering us. Okay,
No.
look at the woman that was caught. One of your ministers was caught.
I mean, some women now carry that guy better age. We supposed to carry enter plane, go country, make they not see her again. Just the way they and he did. She had the audacity to organize women to carry placard to be begging.
Yeah.
That's the kind of nation you are saying that we should stay together as one.
But that lady, she's from the south, is it not? That lady is from Cross River, is it not?
Yeah.
That lady, she's actually a medical doctor. Huh? That's so it's not like you are talking about an uneducated person.
Yeah.
All right. But you are talking about a system that tells you we need a job statistics. So they put money she approved money for flights to Kogi that doesn't have airports.
Where is she right now? Where is she? She's
still go hide.
No.
Like hide.
Let me tell you where she is. She told them if you do anyhow, I go expose everything. No. So you know what? You just tell her, okay. Just be quiet. After 2 weeks, you get me. Nigerians will move on. Have Nigerians not moved on? Nigerians have moved on. We knew.
You're right.
We get new stories. Nobody's talking about better because they know that it will just stay in the cycle of the news for 2 weeks maximum and everything. Blah, blah. Then they will say, oh, EFCC. Then he will say, okay, I've sacked her or I've put her on suspension. But just lie low, relax, lie low. We will not stress you. Because if they stress her, even Bajabia Mila will all enter problem. All of them will enter problem because that thing is a normal thing. So you know what? After 2 weeks, Nigeria will move on to the next story. Have we not moved on? Is the question I ask. We have moved on. Nobody knows where she is. She's chilling. She's chilling. So it tells you that they know that the country has money. The country can survive. We don't need to borrow. But like you said, he told us he's not going to look at statistics. He's just going to do it based on how he's feeling, how he wants to do it. It is his turn. He just wants to be called the president of Nigeria. He has bought it. He has won it. He has snatched it. So when he's getting the problems now, I have no apologies for it.
Absolutely.
No.
Meanwhile, ex-Sokoto governor, Bafarawa, or whatever they call it, spent 4.6 billion arms fund. Money was supposed to buy mish when people on prayer against insecurity. Luxury cars.
Sokoto is one of the bankrupt states.
Hey God, no more women.
On prayers, is it not? Didn't
Sokoto is a bankrupt state now.
Wait. There's no state that is bankrupt. There's no state that is bankrupt. They all have money. They just tell us stories. Was it not the same Akpabio that said he's sending prayers? When they're telling you prayers, that thing they call prayers, it's not the prayer you think of. No, seriously now. Akpabio told us that he's sending prayers to their emails. That prayer is the same prayer that Bafarawa is saying. He organized people for prayers. So who are they? Who? And they do that because Bafarawa can do that because the people in the north will not fight him. He will call a few of them on Friday during their Jumat service after
That's
they
what
finish.
that's what they do there now. Share
They
more.
don't see
Yeah,
themselves as Nigerians, so that's
yeah,
what
you
I've
give
discovered. They
you
don't see
give them
themselves as Nigerians. Anything they
so,
take out of Nigeria to them is a win. So they don't
yeah,
consider themselves as Nigerians. So even
yeah,
if
so
they steal everything, if they praise them for it.
yeah, they paid them for it because at the end of the day, what will happen? Bafara will call all those guys to his house on Friday, give the women food, give the women food, give them some food, everybody eat, and they go. So that during election time, they all come out and vote, both children and babies.
And a cow.
And so it's like I said, when such things happen, how would that person that is beaten down like that come and start saying he wants revolution? Because Bafarawa is in control of that space.
Yeah.
Nobody moves if he doesn't move. So that's how it is with the northern elite and the oligarchs. They control that space to the T.
Oh, I am
So
about to go to bed. I gotta get up. I will go to work in the morning.
Thank you so much.
no
No,
worries. Thanks.
it's been such a pleasure having you, Michelle. Please,
No
please join us
problem.
again. It was
I will.
so
I will. I came home early from work today, so maybe anytime if I'm around, I'll definitely call in and chip
yeah.
in
It's been such a
opinions.
pleasure having you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for stopping by. It was really
I
nice
will.
getting to hear you talk.
Yeah, as well. Good night, Steve. Nice talking to you as
Good night.
well.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks
All
talking to
right
you.
then. Good night, Joe. Sleep
Good
tight.
night.
You
Good night,
too.
Tomoye.
Hey, you self don't they go? Now don't try. Eh?
Don't try
See,
today now.
no, now don't try. No,
It's
it
been a
was
while.
really, really good banter and really good learning and unpacking of all this stuff. So we're going to
Yeah,
be having more of this because I think that we have to keep our foot on the gas pedal. We can't take it off because guess what? Not only one country we get. We no get past one. No matter
that's just true.
where you go for this world, Nigeria is home. It's in your DNA. You can't do anything about it unless you're denying yourself.
Yeah,
Unless you're intentionally telling yourself, I don't want to have anything to do with that country. But something is going to make you have something to do with it. That is
you
how
tell
things
Nigerians
be.
that they say all that now. The when the Super Eagles are playing, it's not everybody that wants to watch it.
God go bless
And
you. Even
so
people when they're not born for Nigeria, when they know, they'll say, "Oh, Nigeria is playing today.
eh,
Oh my
so
God, I
it's
gotta
just
watch. I
there.
gotta."
It's part of us. Even if
Mm.
we know that things are not working, it's still part of we still have soft spots for we want it to work. That's the truth.
Yes, we
Every basic
do.
Nigerian wants it to work. We want the
Mm.
country to work. When the boys are playing, we don't say, "Oh, is it Igbo or is it Osime?" I don't know where Osime comes from. All I know
Osimhen
is
na
that
Edo boy now.
but we don't care.
We don't
We
care.
don't
As
care.
far as saying a good player, we
As
not
far as
send.
saying a good player, go and
Mm.
play. If you now say Osimhen should stay on the bench, people that are watching from Kano will curse the coach. Say,
Exactly.
because they are not looking at, oh, he's from this or that. He's a Nigerian. He can
Exactly.
play. Put him in the field. Finish. We don't want any. So my problem is that Nigeria can do it because we do it in soccer. But when
Yes.
it comes to living our lives,
National matters.
why do we now start doing different?
We need to
Oh,
channel the energy correctly. And I think that this is why these conversations need to continue, whether we
yeah,
like it or not, because it will also help in opening the eyes of the people. Even if now one person eye, na person feel open. Even if now one person heart, person feel open, say come. The same way you're clamoring for your best team. So long as this person is from this country, you definitely join hands and say, yeah, this is my own, right? It's the same way you should see that this fight is not amongst ourselves, but it's a class fight between the rich and the
yeah,
poor, those that are taking from us, and those of us that are fighting, working hard every day to make sure we have decent lives. That's it. There's no religion. It doesn't have anything to do with religion, tribe, whatever. So now conversation what we need to continue to talk about. Now what we need to continue to talk about with this. So that's it. But Sid, I really want to thank you specially. You always come with the knowledge, and you they come with the knowledge, and I appreciate them. I enjoy listening to
thanks.
you. I enjoy the knowledge you bring and your contributions. Trust me, I've learned
Thanks
so
for the
much just
opportunity.
listening to you. I beg. No hide though, I beg. Come. I know you always try to be here when you can, but please, I beg.
Yeah,
We need to do this more and more regularly.
no problem. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll try and come as much as I can.
Yeah, please. Thank you so much, my brother. I
Thanks,
really
guys. And
appreciate it.
please, if you are still listening, keep
God
liking the
will
page
bless
because
you.
it does a whole good to everyone. Yes.
Thank you, my brother. You see, see, say make una like. Oh, Mona also throw in super chat. Only Grant, Grant, God will bless you. Grant, you value my time. You say no. Let me contribute towards my sister. Eh? Thank you so much, Grant. I really appreciate. So I beg, Mona use the super chat button. Bikonu. Eh? I really appreciate that. God will bless you now. Thank you so much, see. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks.
Have a wonderful night.
I need to you to have a good one.
Yeah. So, Romari, my darling, you say you gotta make money now. Val they come. Hey, Kene, Romari say Val they come. Okay. Oh. Mm. Who has been saying she's leaving for hours ago? Better with her Indian degree. He is protected. Na India she take collect degree. Okay. So Romari thought you were swinging from bed already for for Indonesia. Hmm. Valomo Valomo is coming. Na Valentine na im Kene turn to Valomo. Abeg o, Kene buy correct things for our Ada o, abeg. Make sure say you organize yourself, surprise her o, not dull yourself o. So Valentine is coming. Hey, where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. You are so lonely, lonely. You are so lonely. You have nobody to call your own. Eh? Say he like your picture. About a month ago, he liked your picture. About a month ago. He shot, but you decline. Valentine is coming. Okay, now show us the boyfriend. You are sitting at home. That song cracks me up each time. Eh? Oh my god. Thank you so much, guys. It's been such a pleasure. I thoroughly enjoyed today's live. Am I your witness? Witness to what? Oh, hey, abeg o. Person need to show who wetin dey witness for these days. Things are happening. Better had a degree from Unical. Okay. So Kene, when you come take get Indian degree, Kene, how you take know? Eh? Omoye that can't see, she can't witness. Oh my god, you guys are killing me. Oh, better PhD was made in India. Oh, wow. Okay. So why be say all of them dey go collect PhD for India? I no understand. Hey, egbami. Dem dey sell the PhD give them. Wow. Na wow. Things dey happen o. So, anyway, thank you very much, Yemi. Yemi, thank you for joining us. So I really appreciate. You had some I enjoyed your comments as well. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you do that again next time, as we're going to be bringing these conversations forward more often, because I know I've not been consistent, but I will try. My schedule has gotten very busy, but I will try. But guys, we have come to the end of this wonderful session of roasting Nigeria. So we shall come back again on the next one. I will definitely send out an invite very soon, and just make sure you have your notification bells on, so when I post my live videos, you will be aware. So it's been real. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing, for those of you who shared. Again, thank you, Grant, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That was a great encouragement for me. At least I will sit down and take buy mangoes. So, guys, thank you. Romari, Kene, Yemi, highly favored. Ojemo, I'm sure she's already in wherever zone she is right now. Victory all the way. Who else was here? Let me make sure. Kenny, I think I saw a Kenny. Kenny was here. Neka, Misty, aka Eunice, BBMJ. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate Seed, of course, Seed and Michelle, my two panelists, hot panelists today. Thank you all so much. Please do not hesitate to come and share your knowledge. Nigeria must work whether we like them or not, because all this is what we they do is documented now, history. When all of us were no longer here, your children, your grandchildren, they go come, they go say, ah, so grandma, grandpa, or auntie, uncle, they were very active in this thing, so they will know the truth. So this is kind of documentation for the truth. So as the younger ones grow up, they no go say, hey, why did they do anything? Why did they not? The same way we dey talk, why did they not? Why did they go see say we do plenty, plenty. So it's very important. History, we are making history now as we speak. Yeah. Yemi says, Sydney, thank you. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We really do. We appreciate him. He always brings the knowledge. So yeah, Kene, man, I spent so much. It's amazing. From someone that was not interested in X, I'm shocked at myself. I had no interest in joining that X at all. But over time, and you guess what carried me to X? So it was Violence Space. So it was Violence Space that took me to X. But little did I know that I will now become very active on the X myself. And they have such great spaces. So, you know, I join and it's always fun. So, yeah, Kene Youssef, you belong to the X. I see you, your handwork. You are here, you are there, you're everywhere. Hey, Kene. Eh? All right, guys. Oh, Tato, I miss Tato. Tato, wherever you are, I love you, girl. Thank you so much. Oh, Tony South, greetings. So you just a call. We are about to we are wrapping it up right now. But thank you so much for stopping by. Happy New Year's, Tony South. I don't know that I don't see you for this year, but Happy New Year to you. Grand, thank you. Hey, now God will bless you, Grand. You really, really do me well today. I feel so encouraged. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Now God will bless you, replenish you in every way. I really appreciate it. Um, no sleep. Oh, I'm reading abstract. I'm a judge at the Science and Engineering Fair tomorrow. Wow, Romari. Woo! Dang, girl. What are you drinking to stay up? Since you gotta study or do all that studying. Yeah? Now, wow. I know documentation, no, Kenny. I'm telling you, second book to Nigeria, chapter 1, verse 5. No, no, no. Romari no go do Yakubu for this one. No. Na serious thing na im Romari dey deal with. Serious, serious one. Na im Romari dey handle. Yes, so Tony, thank you so much for stopping by. You, I hope you had a great start to the year, and I'm praying that everything that you wish for and you plan towards all your goals for this year, you will accomplish it. So will everybody on this platform. Thank you so much. Why you go bribe Romari? You say wan go bribe Romari. You don't talk to Agbado now. Agbado don't teach you bad thing. You wan go bribe. You wan turn Romari to Yakubu. Abeg o. That one cannot happen o. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. This was fun. So abeg make I go. Make I take myself comot for here go do stuff. um You need your cousin presentation to win. How you take know say your cousin dey among people own when e dey mark? Hey God abeg o. Kene, how you take know? Your eye reach there? Na how to wake up early for morning be the wahala, I know. But what do you drink? Do you have to drink something, Romari, to keep yourself up? Do you have to drink something? Ah, Oh, interesting. You know they sleep, oh. Hi. No, you need to sleep early, oh. Kai, if you know you have to be up early, you got to try and sleep early. Do as much as you can and then try to get some sleep so that your head will clear tomorrow. You know. But my people, it's been real, oh. I really appreciate you now. I'm not taking a play at all, at all. Eh? Thank you so much, guys. I go see you now on my next one. Perhaps it depends on how things play unfold tomorrow. I may come back tomorrow or the day after. It just depends. We'll see how it goes. Anything money can't get, more money can. Hey, Kene, oh God, see fast learner. You don't already adopt that one. That one don't become a quote now. Nah, 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 Kene. Is anything what money can do, more money will do. You don't turn them around. I've been nocturnal for long. Grad school wahala. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Can you even know say you be nice person now? Wow. Hey, Romary, what's going on? What's going on? Can you know say you be nice person? Oh my God. By nature. Kene na Romary na nice person by nature. How you take no, Kene? How? Kai. Sometimes when you go dey talk, I dey wonder how does he know these things? You say be some sort of authority. Eh? Okay. Oh. Romary, by the way, I love those your videos, oh. Those your travel videos and those things. Sometimes I go just dey dream. When I see those videos, I go just say, "Hi, God." Oh. I will just transport myself for my mind. Go. Pew! I will just go. Beautiful beaches and all. Yeah. Ah, ah, you know. But anyway, guys, it's been real. Thank you very much once again. He said no evidence. No evidence. Kene Romari said no evidence. So whatever you're saying, no evidence. Hmm? Man, una do me well today, Sha. I appreciate all of you. Well, well. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you again, Sha, on my next one. Like I said, perhaps tomorrow. Just depends on what plays out tomorrow. So thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys on my next one. If you have not yet please like. Thank you. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe so that we can move it to the permanent side. You understand? Uh-huh. Good night, guys. Thank you. Bye.